Then Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning Embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
Hey, Mean Green fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. Let's go Mean Green! SeatGeek.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles. Offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Back on the Bill Ford pregame show for a chat with the head coach Eric Morris, brought to you by Rudy's Barbecue, home of the Thursday night Mean Green Coaches Show. Navy is here, and by now your guys are used to big games. I would think that their ability to prepare for this game is better and has been better this week because they've already played teams like USF. They've gone and won an Army. This is the big game because this is the next game. We're at that point of the season, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, I think, to be able to host another ranked team in here that's undefeated, I think we know what's at stake, and know what we have to do to get this victory. And so, it's going to take a great effort on all three sides of the ball. I mean, a super disciplined team that just doesn't make many mistakes and they capitalize on yours. And so, I think we'll have some matchup advantages on our team as far as some athleticism. And so, just the same recipe that's been good for us all year. We got to protect the football. We got to finish, the drives with the kick, every single drive. And then on defense, I think just being able to get another triple team and we practiced for it, once before. Although they're a little bit different than Army. I mean, a little bit more explosive and they'll take a little bit more chances, throw the football down the field. This quarterback, I think is an elite football player. He can run it, he can throw it. So they got a really good scheme on both sides, but I think if we come out and play our game today, we should be able to have some success.
Well, this will be the second time you've seen Blake Horvath. The first was 2 years ago, and now as a senior, he's averaging 9 yards per snap, 17 yards per completion. The only quarterback with numbers like that, and they weren't even that good, was Byron Brown of USF. Is there a comparison between these two?
Yeah, I mean, I think two totally different schemes, but I think these are guys that have run these schemes for so long. I mean, these are mature kids that have played in this system, in their respective systems for a long time. They have a bunch of game reps under their belt. They've mastered what they do. And so yeah, I mean, I think the challenge is just as big as it was, although, just a little bit different style of athlete. I mean, I think, Blake's a faster kid, and anytime, he hits a seam, he has the ability to take it 75 yards, where Byron is a little bit bigger, stronger. People bounced off of him, hard to bring to the ground. So yeah, I think there's some similarities you can draw. I think they're just as important to their team. I think they make them go. And so it'd be super important that we find a way to affect the quarterback this week. And, and I think our defense can do that.
How important is it to control their fullback, Alec Teska, to keep Blake Horvath from going crazy?
Yeah, I think, some similarities between us and them on offense, to be honest with you. I think they spread the ball around to different guys, and you kind of pick your poison on what you want to do defensively. And it's a little bit of a chess match. If you do this, they're going to do that. And we're similar in that regards. I think that's why you see so many guys catch the football for us, and we're able to spread the wealth a little bit just because we don't want people to focus on stopping one guy. And so yeah, as weird as that sounds, and I think, two contrasting different offenses here is we both, at the end of the day, have the same objective is to make you cover every blade of grass and every single person on the field.
Defensively, how do you expect them to try and slow down your offense and Drew Mestemaker?
Yeah, they blitz a lot. They try to confuse you. I think this is a group that they know what they are. I think, 96 in the middle is probably the best defensive lineman that we played all year. He's started for 3 straight years now. They really don't take him off the field. And so, a great football player. We're going to be able to have to know where he is. He's been disruptive, pretty much against everybody that he's played the last 3 years. And so, but yeah, and I think this is a game for us. If our athletes can make plays in space against these guys, I think that's where we're going to have the advantage is if we can get these wideouts and running backs out in space. We should be able to gain some yards and some chunk yards at times, and especially when they blitz and we're able to get it out fast.
Well, of the 608 passing yards from Drew at Charlotte, 395 yards after the catch. Your receivers did a lot of that 608 yards on their own. Need to do that today again, don't they?
Yeah, it could be similar at times, and I think these guys are disciplined and they tackle well and they do some really nice things. But there's definitely some things I think if we can get the ball on the perimeter and make one guy miss at times, it can turn into huge plays. And it's kind of what happened a couple years ago when we played them. We were able to get some really explosive plays and some long plays. The big turning point in that game, going back and watching it. They were able to take it away at some key times, and so we got to do a great job with the quarterback seeing these pressures and making sure he's get it out of his hands quick when they do hit some zero blitzes, because it gets on the quarterback and it gets there in a hurry.
Last week, Wyatt Young had the game of his life, 9 catches, 190 yards, 70-yard touchdown. How is he even on the field dealing with that shoulder?
Yeah, tough kid. When it first happened, he looked at me and said, "Coach, this happened in high school. Like, I played the whole year. Like, I can deal with this pain. I just need a harness on it so it won't come out every play." And so, last week we were eating pregame meal, and he was putting his backpack on as we were getting ready to go to the stadium, and it popped out and had a little freak out, and everybody, ran over there, and
what happened in front of everybody?
In front of everybody, he calmed everybody down. We put it back in place, and everybody, the trainers and doctors said, "You good?" And he said, "I'm good." And nobody talked about it again. He went out and performed the way he did. So, tough kid.
How important is time of possession going to be in this game?
Yeah, I think obviously, I think that we got to take advantage of the possessions that we do have and being able to get points off of them and being really good in the red zone and not kicking 3-point, not kicking field goals when we do get down there is going to be huge for us. And then too, I think explosives is going to be big on both sides. I think, they're a little bit different than Army, where they're going to take some chances down the field, a little bit more creativity. I think there's a couple more, where Army, that was such a big deal. I think this one, a little bit more about protecting the football, and on both sides, and not allowing the other, to get extra possessions, more so than actual true time of possession.
It's the only matchup in the country of 2 7-win teams. As always, thanks and best of luck.
Hey, appreciate you.
That's Eric Morris. More coming on the Bill Leonard Ford pregame show. When we continue, this is Big Green Football from Learfield.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And is all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
Point Bank, serving Dane County since 1884, the longest in North Texas. We are a proud supporter of the University of North Texas Athletics. At Point Bank, we're a real bank with real people, real free checking, and real fast loan decisions. On top of that, Point Bank now offers locally serviced credit cards. Choose between your rewards or premier rate, with one of the lowest rates in the market. Subject to credit approval. Visit pointbank.com or come into one of our convenient locations for more details. That's why your neighbors love us and you will too at Point Bank, member FDIC.
The Mean Green Preferred Hotel Partnership was created due to our increased need for hotel rooms throughout the year. For all of our overnight needs, we encourage you to stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle are your 2025 Mean Green Hotel partners. Stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right. As a special benefit to your membership, Texas Farm Bureau members can get 2 free tickets to North Texas football games. Just show proof of membership at the North Texas ticket office or get your 2 free tickets online at texasfarmbureau.org/sports. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
Green Brigade's rendition of our national anthem, as it is time now for our Bill Leonard Ford keys to the game.
Well, North Texas needs to be aggressive against the Midshipmen today, and I would expect Eric Morris to do a little bit more of the 4th down conversions if needed. He did that a lot last year, 44 times going for it on 4th. Hasn't needed to that much this year, but Navy's not good at stopping opponents when it's 4th and short, and Mean Green wants to be able to extend possessions. Dave, you talk about this being a track meet. Well, the one back in 2007 was, but today, managing the clock will be important, and I think that run game for the Mean Green is going to have a play in it. And then finally, embrace the attention. Learn from the USF game. This is a big opportunity. I think the kids are really ready for this more than they were perhaps that sold-out night against USF.
Agreed. And now that the rain is about a half hour behind us, students starting to pour across the pedestrian bridge and fill up Natchez Stadium. The Navy fans still huddling under their tailgate tent up on the hill, but they're starting to filter in as well. The Medical City Den injury report. Jaden Williams, defensive lineman, is out. Running back Mackenzie McGill, game time decision, still battling turf toe. Eric Morris optimistic he may be able to see some action today. Miles Coleman warming up was listed at questionable with a hamstring. Looked good in warm-ups. Wyatt Young likewise listed officially questionable with a shoulder. And in the secondary, both cornerbacks, David Fisher with a shoulder, Davion Armstead with a back listed as questionable. On the offensive line, guard Gabe Blair expected to return, having missed some time with a leg ailment. So when we come back, lineups, opening kick, the Mean Green taking on Navy for a chance to get a head up in the American Conference and the college football playoff and burst into the AP Top 25 for the first time since 1959. That's all that's on the table today. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
If you're listening to Mean Green Football over the radio, then you must bleed green like I do. I'm Wade Ford with Texas Regional Bank in UNT Classic 2014. I'm proud to say that I've not missed a single UNT home game since I was 10 years old. We have a great community, and Texas Regional Bank is proud to be a part of the team. Look for me at our TRB tailgate party, and let's talk UNT football. Go Mean Green. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 804865.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Caleb cuts back at the 30 in a foot race. Inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown! Caleb Hawkins!
And the handoff, Hawkins with a reverse.
Coleman, and he's going to walk in untouched with a block by Mr. Baker. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This is Mean Green Football, brought to you by DFW Marriott Hotel and Golf Club at Champion Circle, Drive Aware, North Texas, Dos Equis, First State Bank, Higginbotham Insurance, and by Quick Car of Denton and Paloma Creek. Turn it up. It's game time. Here's the voice of the Mean Green, Dave Barnett.
Third meeting all time between the North Texas Mean Green and the Navy Midshipmen, who have won the first two meetings in wildly different fashion. Over across this highway at Fouts Field in 2007. At that time, the highest scoring game in the history of college football, 74-62 win for Navy. And then 2 years ago in Annapolis, a very different contest. But again, the Midshipmen prevailed 27-24. They come in one of 6 remaining undefeated teams in the FBS at 7-0, winners of 10 straight, winners of their first 5 in the American. The 10-game winning streak ties BYU, the second longest active streak, to Ohio State's 11 straight, and ties their school record set in 1910-11, 1917-18, and 1959-60. This Navy team comes in playing a very different style of football than the team up at Army that the Mean Green were able to handle in overtime. The main difference is the fact that they have Blake Horvath, who is the best running quarterback in college football and among the better passers, certainly among quarterbacks who don't throw 30 or 40 times a game.
No, really blossomed, and he probably has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder against the Mean Green because they ruined his season back in 23, a broken thumb in that game that he started against North Texas. So he'll have complete focus today.
Well, the contrast will be with Drew Mestebaker, who has North Texas now the top scoring offense in America, 46 points per game, 6th, 318 passing, 5 is the ranking in total offense, 496 yards per game. Drew Mestebaker, the reigning AP National Player of the Week, first in 50 years for the Mean Green program. He is now 2nd nationally in passing yards, 4th in yards per game, 6th in total offense. Needs to be at his best against this Navy team.
Well, it's a remarkable story. No one gets tired of hearing the fact that he hadn't been a starter since 9th grade. All the attention. He's never changed. He's a very unflappable young man, and today he'll need that unflappability because there'll be some tough moments against a good Midshipman defense.
As the Mean Green emerge from their locker room in all green today, green from head to toe, helmets, jerseys, and pants with white letters and numbers. Navy now coming out of their locker room with gold helmets, white jerseys, navy blue numbers, and stripes on the shoulder pads and blue pants. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. Our Rhino Steel Building's weather is now ideal. 55 degrees, very little wind out of the northeast, 7 miles an hour. That's left to right here. About an hour ago, there was very light rain. It has moved on, and this is now ideal football weather.
Hey, we've been griping all year about wanting fall. This is what it looks and feels like. It's a beautiful day for college football, and thankfully that rain has passed, so don't make it keep you from coming on out. There's still room, but it's going to be a great crowd.
About to have the first state bank coin toss, and it'll be interesting to see what Eric Morris decides if he wins the toss.
Well, Navy has scored on 6 of 7 opening drives, accumulating 5 touchdowns and 1 field goal. I would think you'd want the ball if you win the toss, but we will see what Emo does.
If you remember, 2 years ago at Navy, they had a run going. If they did not score the first points of the game, they didn't win. And Eric won the toss, took the ball, and appeared to have scored, and then they ruled it a foot short, and then a Navy goal line stand really determined the game.
Yeah, Chandler Rogers looked like he broke the plane and then couldn't get it in on the next opportunity, and that was a game that when you look back was one where there was things left on the plate. And Eric Morris has said, I've learned a lot since that game, but going back and looking at it is still frustrating.
Captains now meeting at the center of the field. Our referee today is Edwin Lee. And that Navy tailgate still slow and breaking up. Their fans just now making it to the stadium.
Got to finish the beans.
Edwin Lee needs to turn his mic on. There we go.
Blue is tails. Navy's your call. Tails. Tails is the call. Senator Hagenbooth, you'll do the calls for us. Got it. We got a tails. You won the toss. Navy has won the toss, but a further option until the second half. You want the ball in North Texas, which way you want to kick? Yeah, over here. North Texas will receive on this end to start the half.
So that will involve going into what very slight wind we have, not really a factor. And Nathan Toon on the sideline. How is the turf? It was a little wet about an hour ago. I think Nathan tried to get us started.
Well, you said earlier that rain that came in would mean, at least in the first half, probably a wet ball. But I don't think this kind of weather is going to keep Drew Mestemaker from doing what he wants to do.
2, 3.
Let's see if we got Nathan now. Yeah, I think Nathan's still trying to get that mic to work down there. But he's not sliding around, so it doesn't look like it got terribly damp during the light rain shower. So the Mean Green offense, 46.1 points per game. First in FBS, 5th in total offense, 496 yards per game. Up front, left to right, should be all good to go. Braden Nelson, the sophomore from Kilgore at left tackle. Gabe Blair, the senior from Denton Guyer at left guard, back from a leg ailment. Tay Yanta, senior from Falls City at center. Johnny Dixon III, junior from Corpus Christi Flower Bluff at right guard. And Jimto Obadegwu, senior from Brandywine, Maryland, at right tackle. Trey Williams III at tight end, senior from Calhoun, Georgia. Whitehouse, Cameron Dorner, senior from Newmarket, Maryland. Landon Sides, the junior from Denton Guyer. Wyatt Young, sophomore from Katy Tompkins. And Miles Coleman looking good to go in the warm-ups anyway, the sophomore from Austin Vandergrift, who has missed the last 2 games. Drew Mestemaker, the redshirt freshman from Austin Vandergrift, with Caleb Hawkins, the freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma, at running back. Mean Green averaging 6.8 yards per play, 5 yards per carry, and 12.6 yards per catch. They lead the nation, not just in points, but in first downs, 214. They will need to roll up a lot of first downs to keep that Navy offense off the field. That really is the object of this game. Each team trying to keep the other's offense off the field.
Well, if you believe in Nick Saban and his acumen, he said the only way to slow down the Mean Green offense is don't let them have the ball. Pretty obvious what both teams want to do. This is going to be fun.
Lance Gossett, junior from Louisville, Kentucky, has it teed up, ready to kick off left to right and get us underway at Datku Stadium. Third time ever, first time the Mean Green hosting a 7-0 Navy team. And the kick will be returned a yard deep in the end zone by Simeon Evans and across the 20, spilled at the 23. Defensively for Navy, they are a 3-4 defense. Julian Matome is at end, a sophomore from Windsor Mill, Maryland. The nose guard, one of the best defensive linemen in the country. Landon Robinson, a senior from Fairlawn, Ohio. Defensive tackle Griffin Willis, a junior from Austin Lake Travis. The Mean Green start at the far hash mark 24-yard line. And Caleb Hawkins standing to the right of Mestebaker, 2 wide receivers either side. Navy pass defense, the weakness of their team. They rank 115th nationally. First play is a give and a big burst up the middle for Hawkins and a first down. Up to the 37-yard line.
Odd man front. He found that gap quickly off the left side of the line. Run game to get it started.
And the Mean Green hurried to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield. Trips to the triangle left. 2 wide right. First down from their 37. Drew swings it. And Wyatt Young makes the catch in the left flat. Is pushed out of bounds around the 41-yard line. Wyatt, now the Mean Green's receiving leader. That is his 36th catch. Last 3 games, no wide receiver in the country has more yardage than Wyatt Young, 371 yards. That was good for 4. 2nd and 6 from the 41. And Hawkins shifting from the left to the right of Mestebaker. Trips right. Against the 4-man rush, handoff, and again cutting it up the middle for a first down, or close to it, is Hawkins to the 47-yard line. Should be enough, and they say, yep, move the chains.
Colley came in with a big hit, but not after a first down pickup midfield.
And another quick snap. Mean Green open with the running game in tempo, and again it's Hawkins off right tackle, close for another first down. That's 8 yards. Navy territory at the 45.
Going to be so big if this run game can continue to produce, and Hawkins looks like he's feeling it early.
Mestebaker's only had to throw it 1 time so far for 4 yards, and it's 2nd and 2, the Midshipmen 45. Hawkins to Drew's right, tight formation this time. Everybody bunched in. And a bit of a long count for Mestebaker. Has it. Here comes the blitz. Gets rid of it. Throw is caught. First down, 40, 35, and out of bounds goes Terrence Lewis, the freshman from Bryan. Knocked out of bounds after 14 yards at the Navy 31.
Navy played really deep on coverage that time, and there was a lot of space once he caught the ball without any defender closing.
Yeah, corners given 10 yards in each of these matchups. First down, the Navy 31-yard line. Motion by the tight end Williams, stopping slot left. And another handoff, and this time they're ready for Caleb Hawkins, and they bunch him up after a yard gained at the 30.
Outside linebacker Jackson Campbell, first one to step right into that lane and stop Hawkins. Hard to stop him in his tracks.
So 2nd and 9. 2.5 minutes into the game. Mean Green at the Navy 30 as Mestebaker drops the throw. Looks deep middle, caught over the middle. 15, 10, spinning down to 1st and goal at the 7 is again Wyatt Young. Shoulder looks okay.
Yeah, and he took a big lick, so that shoulder holding on, that's a real big plus.
24 yards to the 7, it's 1st and goal. Quick snap, handoff, Hawkins up the middle, standing, untouched. Touchdown, Mean Green lead.
And that's where you pay the price, winning the toss and deferring. The Mean Green, surgical, and the ground game, superlative on the opening drive. And another rushing touchdown, Dave. Still assaulting that school record set in 1951.
27th rushing touchdown. Navy leads the nation with 28. Top 2 in the country scoring on the ground. Kali Nguma, 44 of 44 on the year on PATs, remains perfect. And with 11:57 still to go in the first quarter, already North Texas 7, Navy nothing. This is Mean Green football from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DAC Stadium.
Well, last week, Mean Green scored in 3 plays. It took all of 8 to get this first points on the board.
Our Tom Clock Auto Park drive recap, 8 plays, 76 yards, 2:59 comes off the clock, and Hawkins rumbles for his 8th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. He's been a hard guy to solve, and early on, that offensive line was giving him the good lanes. If you give him a kickstart, he's going to take a few people down on the way. Hawkins has been, story 1A. People talk all they want about Mestermaker, and he is amazing. But the job that Caleb Hawkins has done, a freshman out of Shawnee, Oklahoma, that one has been equally impressive.
As good as any freshman running back in the country. And as a receiver as well, 21 catches, 264 yards through the year, 3 of his touchdowns, 11th nationally in touchdowns. That was his 8th on the ground and his 11th overall.
And when he does catch it, 15.5 yards after the catch. We talk about yards after the catch for a lot of these receivers. Hawkins is so dangerous now in the dual threat variety that he possesses. Love the fact that the run game was very, very present on that drive.
Well, this is the beginning of the season, really, for Navy. They played the easiest schedule statistically in the country coming in. 4 of their first 5 games were at home. They ran through VMI, UAB, Tulsa Rice, Air Force, Temple, and FAU. Now 4 of the next 5 beginning today on the road. Next Saturday night at Notre Dame. Then home against South Florida, at Memphis, and December 13th they have Army in Baltimore.
Yep, 4 straight against teams with 6 or better wins, so it gets steep in a hurry for the Midshipmen.
So Ngoma ready to kick it off. Isaiah Bryant is a fine kick returner for Navy, and he'll get a chance to bring this one back from the 4-yard line. Straight ahead to the 10, 15, and upended at the 20. You could probably hear the pads pop all the way up here, and that's where Navy will start. Offensively, Navy leads the nation, 318 yards on the ground. Through the air, 159 yards. That's 122nd overall. They're the 12th leading offense, 477 yards per game, led by the senior from Hilliard, Ohio, Blake Horvath, 6'2", 195. The top rushing quarterback of the country, 6th overall with 116 yards per game on the ground. 5 consecutive 100-yard games, and he keeps it right up the middle on the first play and is wrapped up by Trey Fields and sent back after a 5-yard pickup to the 26.
Fisher and Armstead both on that medical list, not slowing them down. Both starters. That's a good thing for the Mean Green.
Alex Teska is a familiar name to the Mean Green. 2 years ago in Annapolis, 17 carries, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns for the senior running back from Pittsburgh at 6', 199. And Navy shoulder to shoulder. Now they break out. Wide out goes left, Eli Heidenreich. Teska next to Horvath in the shotgun. And takes his first handoff. Off left tackle, keeps the legs churning for a first down. And finally whistled down at the 32.
Great momentum. collision with Trey Fields, the Mike linebacker for the Mean Green. But yeah, that's the lower trunk and the ability to keep the pile moving. Nice first down pickup for Navy.
From the 32, Braxton Woodson, junior from Altamonte, Florida, has checked into the game. USIM Summit running back is also listed as their number 2 quarterback. On first down, they toss to Heidenreich on a reverse, and the Mean Green are ready in a short game. That was meant to go 20 or more, and it's read very nicely on the corner by Davion Armstead at the 37.
You asked him at the coaches show, how do you get ready for all the misdirection? He said, got to use your eyes. Boy, he snuffed that out. Great vision on the perimeter.
So held into a pickup of 5 yards on the exotic 2nd and 5 Navy from their 37. 5 minutes into the game, Mean Green scored on their first drive and leads 7-0. Navy again comes to the line. Now they shift, they bunch up, and Horvath under center for this snap. And a quick give for Teska. Teska hammers off left tackle short of the first down to the 41-yard line, and here comes the first big 3rd and 1 of the game.
Obvious play side to the left as they stack the jumbo package, but the Mean Green stubborn, and they need to continue that stubborn rant here on a 3rd and 1.
Navy 5th best in the country on 3rd down. They convert 54% of the time. They're going to tight formation, Horvath under center. Heidenreich in motion. A quarterback sneak for a first down. Their version of the tush push goes 3 yards to the 44.
The Midshipmen mash. Yeah, that looked a lot like the team out of Philadelphia there.
And it worked just as effectively. So they line up quickly. Trips left. Quick toss into the flat, and Heidenreich has it and runs right into Shane Witter and is slung out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Put their trips on the short side of the field. Not a lot of room to create, and the Mean Green didn't allow any creativity. Witter, so solid. One of the best tacklers in the nation.
So just a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Navy from their 46. Didn't take much time huddling. Already to the line, 2 wide right. Now they shift. Horvath up under center. Under 8.5 in the first quarter. The handoff for Teska, breaks the tackle into the secondary. Is going to be close for a first down. Go right to the 46-yard line.
Late flag.
Yeah, flag right in the middle of that play. Here's our referee, Edwin Lee.
Holding, number 79, offense. 10-yard penalty. Check it out.
That's the right guard, Hoke Smith II, a junior from Birmingham.
But Teska showed you, ankle tackles aren't going to happen with him. He can dance through traffic, and had it not been for the hold, it was a solid pickup that would have had the Midshipmen solidly at midfield, but this backs him up.
Back to their 36-yard line, and now 2nd at 18. Up front, left to right, Sean Crowley at tackle, sophomore Glenn R. Maryland, Ben Purvis, left guard from Goddard, Kansas. Cam Nichols from Charlotte, the center. Hoke Smith at right guard. Malcolm Johnson, rare freshman offensive line starter from South Jordan, Utah, at right tackle. Fake option, swing pass, blown up in the left flat. Teska annihilated by Davion Armstead again.
Boy, and that penalty followed by that play means you've got a shot now on a 3rd and 21. This is what you hope for against Navy. Put him in a tough situation where they have to put that ball in the air. He's a good quarterback when he throws it, but this gives that secondary a chance to make a play.
Line to gain the Mean Green 46. Navy snaps it from their own 33 on 3rd down. Halfway through the first quarter, trailing 7-0. Horvath back in the gun. Jackson Gutierrez in the game again as Horvath drops to throw, has all day, steps up looking, short toss is incomplete, almost intercepted. It was intended for Gutierrez. Got his hand on it, defender got his hand on it. Navy will punt on 4th and 21.
Sadiq Clements and Witter were where they needed to be, but they also collided when that ball went up in the air. How about that, though? The Mean Green able to force a 4 and out. A penalty, a big play by Armstead, and a solid play in pass defense.
Navy punter is Jacob Carlson, a good one. Averages nearly 45 per boot, 6 of 50 yards or more. Sophomore from Plano, John Paul II. This is a low wobbler. Takes a big Navy bounce inside the 20. And Landon Sides runs away from it. It finally will roll dead all the way back at the 14-yard line.
Timeout on the field.
With exactly 7 minutes to go, the first quarter, 7-0, North Texas. On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Ever think about insurance? Probably only when you need it. But at Higginbotham Insurance, we have over 650 insurance experts across Texas who think about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We'll help you identify your vulnerabilities and develop a plan for protecting you against them. Higginbotham provides every insurance service you need, whether it's home, car, health, or business and employees. We take the time to understand your unique insurance needs and create solutions that work for you and your budget. Global reach, local touch, single source. Higginbotham Insurance, a proud supporter of UNT Athletics.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Point Bank, serving Denton County since 1884, the longest in North Texas. We are a proud supporter of the University of North Texas Athletics. At Point Bank, we're a real bank with real people, real free checking, and real fast loan decisions. On top of that, Point Bank now offers locally serviced credit cards. Choose between your rewards or premier rate, with one of the lowest rates in the market. Subject to credit approval. Visit pointbank.com or come into one of our convenient locations for more details. That's why your neighbors love us, and you will too at Point Bank, member FDIC.
Navy had scored on their opening drive 6 of 7 games before today. 5 touchdowns and field goal. Only Tulsa had stopped them with an interception until the Mean Green stopped them on the 3rd and 18.
Yeah, and predicated by Davion Armstead. Now has 7.5 career tackles for loss, 3.5 this season. And again, we visited with him on Thursday. Very impressive kid. His football knowledge was, again, when you get a chance to talk to him, you understand why these defenders are so good. They're smart kids, and man, he snuffed out a couple plays on that drive, signaling that the Mean Green D is ready to handle what will be a laborious day against Navy.
Now, this is how the Army game started back in September. Remember, the Mean Green zoomed to a 21-0 lead in the 28-7, and then Army started coming back, and this Navy team vastly superior to that Army group.
Well, and when you play a team from a service academy, one thing you can be guaranteed of, they're not going to quit. So even if you get the big lead, nothing's ever safe. And we found out that day in West Point. But if you can build a pad, Dave, it allows you to be a little bit more selective in what you do offensively. And so that's out there for the Mean Green with a 7-0 lead with 7 minutes exactly left in this first quarter. And fans are still coming in, so keep on coming, man. Let's fill this place up.
Some Halloween parties maybe just now breaking up.
Yeah, some cobwebs. Shake them off.
Mean Green offense ready to go as soon as they get the okay from Bristol, Connecticut. First down, their own 14. Lining up with trips left. And Caleb Hawkins carried 5 times for 35 yards and the touchdown on the opening possession, standing to Mestemaker's right. Draw play, handoff, and steps out of an ankle tackle. Legs keep churning for 5 yards to the 19. And that's the best defended that Caleb has been so far.
Just shows his power, and the fact that you turn a little into more than a little means a lot in this game. Open up a second down where you might be able to throw it.
2nd and 5. Caleb to Drew's right, trips left. Navy crowding the line. Blitz happy team. See if they're coming after Drew here. They are. Well protected. Steps up and fires. Caught by Landon Sides. A first down. Steps out of an ankle tackle. Still going. Sides to the 43-yard line.
Well, we haven't seen Coleman yet, so guys like Sides have a chance to flourish.
24 yards. They race to the play. First down toss. into the right flat, and it's Hawkins who lined up as a wideout, and all the way to the 47-yard line goes Caleb.
Submarine tackle by Parker, the inside linebacker, but the North Texas rhythm, the North Texas flow looks good early.
Second down and 6. Just shy of midfield. Too wide to the left side. Hawkins to that side. Takes the handoff. Cuts it back. Big room. 45-40. Foot race at the 30, at the 20, and knocked down. Navy having a whale of a difficult time with the freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma, down to the Midshipmen 20-yard line, 33 more yards. And they're ready to snap it again. Too wide left. Motion by Williams. Play fake. And a throw batted down. And that almost turned into an interception by the defensive end, Julian Matome, who was right in Mestemaker's face.
Boy, I guess. And Mestemaker lucky he got away with that one, to be honest, because it could have been like the Charlotte turnover in the first half where the ball just literally got taken away from Mestemaker.
That's the first defensive play Navy has made in this first quarter. Kiefer Sibley into the game for Hawkins on 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trips left. Mestemaker into the left flat. Caught by Wyatt Young to the 15. And still on his feet. Close to the first down. It's to the 11-yard line. And from there, it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Trey Williams, the tight end, with a great block to seal off some space there on the left side.
Another quick snap coming. And this time the handoff for Kiefer Sibley. There's room up the middle. He squirts through just enough for the 1st and goal at the 8.
Stretch tackle by Jackson Campbell, the outside linebacker. That's the only reason Sibley didn't find the end zone.
Kiefer, the sophomore from Waco Conley, now replaced again by Hawkins, who is about 20 pounds more powerful than the 5'9", 179 Kiefer. So 1st and goal at the 8. Trying for a 14-0 first quarter lead. Too wide right. Hawkins to that side. Takes the handoff. Huge hole. Inside the 5, down to the 3.
Turned it inside. I don't know if he felt like he could get the angle all the way to the right corner, but still a good pickup. And the red zone has been the Mean Green's friend this year. Deep in it now.
From the 3, Mestemaker looking to the near sideline. Wyatt Young will check back in for the extra tight end, Brandon Young Jr. Navy getting 4 new sets of legs out there. Clock rolling, 3:50 first quarter, fast-moving first quarter. Mean Green trying for a 2-touchdown lead. 2nd and goal from the 3. Rolling left, Mestemaker looking, in trouble, throws over the back of the end zone in the area of Cameron Dorner, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, one thing Drew has done a good job of all season is not putting the ball in harm's way, and that time he ran out of time because the pocket collapsed, fired it towards the right corner, but basically put it out of harm's way. And now things get a little more interesting on 3rd and goal from the 3.
Well, one thing that's interesting is defensive end Ethan Day checks in.
Rhino package.
With Hawkins standing behind Mestemaker in the pistol. 3rd and goal, 3-yard line. And the handoff, the give for Caleb. Off right tackle, runs over a tackler. Touchdown number 2 for Caleb, and it's 13-0 Mean Green.
Giuseppe Sessi, the strong safety, thought he might be able to get there, and Caleb Hawkins shredded him, went right through him, and spilled into the north end zone. The rushing touchdowns continue to mount for this Mean Green team, and you got to give credit to that O-line.
They have now tied Navy for the most rushing touchdowns in the country, 28 apiece. For Caleb, it's his 9th on the ground, his 13th total. The Nguma extra point makes it 14-0 with 3:32 still to go in the first quarter on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended.
One bad decision to drive under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or edibles could result in a DWI costing you up to $17,000 in fines and fees, the loss of a license, jail time, and the loss of trust from loved ones. Or worse, a lifetime of regret. Drive sober or it's game over. Help improve driver behavior in North Texas by visiting driveawareNTX.org.
3:32 to go in the first quarter. The Mean Green have outgained Navy 162-22 and lead 14-0. This is Navy and Brian Newberry, their head coach's worst nightmare of a start.
Ties their largest deficit on the season. They were down 14 in the Tulsa game, but came back. And the Tom Clark Auto Park drive recap: 10 plays, 86 yards, 331. Hawkins has now had 3 multi-touchdown games, but the freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma, has that box checked with 3:32 left to go in the first. And Dave, it's the 15th scoring drive of 75 or more yards for Eric Morris's extremely fluid offense. I mean, my goodness, between Hawkins and Mestemaker, 2 freshmen engineering 2 drives of beauty.
9 yards per play. 2 possessions. Travis Scott, the Mortgage Bureau, proud to support this year's Touchdowns for a Cause donation program. For every Mean Green touchdown scored here at Atco Stadium, Travis Scott, the Mortgage Brewer, is donating to a local nonprofit organization. You can visit touchdownunt.com and find out more. Thanks to the Mortgage Brewer for your support within our community. Go Mean Green. Well, Nathan Toombs' sideline mic recalcitrant today, so we brought him up here. We need your wisdom. What are you seeing these first 2 drives?
What I saw was a perfect start for the Mean Green. I mean, couldn't have drawn it up any better. Running the football, stopping them on defense. It's been an excellent start to the game.
You know, we talk a lot about Hawkins and Mestemaker, 2 best freshman tandem in the nation, but offensive line is getting it going here early.
They are. They look like they're controlling the line of scrimmage, which is obviously a good sign for us going forward.
8.3 yards per rush, 13.2 yards per completion. Mestemaker starts 6 of 8 for 79 yards. Hawkins already 9 carries, 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, 8.9 per carry in the first quarter. As Nguma is again ready to kick it away. And another one returnable for Isaiah Bryant from the 1-yard line. To the 10 and spilled across the 15, drops at the 17-yard line.
It's not a have-to-have drive, but Navy knows they've got to settle things down. Very fast-moving fourth quarter, and now they've got difficult field position to get things started. So they got to be feeling a little bit of worry here, the way the Mean Green has come out of the gate on both sides of the ball.
Avery's first possession, they averaged 2.8 yards on their 8 snaps and punted it away on 4th and 21. Again, they open tight and split trips out to the right. Horvath drops back in the gun. Alex Teska to his left. And there's early movement, and the lines point at each other. Who caused whom to jump?
Everybody jumped. Who gets caught?
Edward Lee will tell us.
Offside, great defense. Into the neutral zone and calls the offense to react. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, all right. That's really the first thing to go Navy's way in this first quarter. It moves it up to the 22, 1st and 5.
Equal opportunity, but probably Kavion Huddleston, the first guy to get in the neutral zone.
They come out in the pistol, now shift again, trips to the right. Teska to the left of Horvath. From the 22. Play fake, option right. Horvath Keeps out of an ankle tackle. Big gainer. 40, 50, 41-yard line in Mean Green territory, where he is finally ridden down by Patrick Smith-Young from safety, and that is Blake Horvath's great gift, 37 yards. Once you read his option, he's gone.
Yep, so much for bad field position.
From the 41, Mean Green territory, they fake an end around, looking to throw it deep, and out of a sack, now sacked. He escaped once, not twice. Back at the 45, Kevion Huddleston got him.
Boy, he saw Chapman and he wanted to release, but the second he saw the post pattern was open, the pocket collapsed. And Horvath can be sneaky, but he didn't have a chance there. Too many Mean Greeners.
That is only the third sack allowed all year by Navy. They're tied with Cincinnati coming in this week. Only 2 sacks allowed all year.
Wow.
2nd and 14. Now from the Mean Green 45. Backs on either side of Horvath. And the handoff coming right goes to Eli Heidenreich. Breaks one tackle, pulled down at the 40. And from there, it'll be 3rd and 9. The tackle made by Ethan Weslowski.
Midshipmen utilizing the big tight end, Jake Norris, on the right side to help form a wall and allow for that pickup.
Heidenreich, a slot receiver they call a snipe. Mostly as a wide receiver, and he's their career leader. 14 touchdown catches, but they will utilize his legs in the running game as well. So 3rd and 9 from the 40. And again, Gutierrez is in the game. In the backfield, trips left. Horvath in the gun. Mean Green showing a 4-man rush. And here they come, going left, looking to throw. Horvath looking, throws, and it's caught in the first down. Heidenreich, a leaping grab at the 27-yard line.
Mobile Horvath, rolling, throwing on the run, a bit against the grain, but a good strong throw, and easily his favorite target.
At the 28, they say, he went out of bounds. First down from there. Clock ticking down to 1:10 and counting the first quarter. The Mean Green leading 14-0. Pistol with a blocking back. Teska, the blocking back. Brandon Chapman is the running back behind Horvath, who fakes the handoff and keeps and is pulled down at the 24. Those are the plays where Horvath loves to break it 10, 15, 50 yards, and the Mean Green have only allowed one breakaway run once so far.
Little window dressing, moving that tight end left to right. Looked like they would go play side, but no, he goes back to the left. And yeah, you've got to be really patient. And again, the vision of keeping an eye on what he's getting ready to do, that is the challenge all day.
So 2nd and 6 from the 24. 24 seconds and counting in the quarter. Navy again shifting back into the gun. Teska to the left. And Chapman in motion. And a fumble on the exchange, and the Mean Green look like they've got it. And they do. Recovered at the 25. Tried for an end around. Chapman didn't take the handoff from Horvath, and the Mean Green generate a takeaway with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
My goodness, this will be a stone-cold celebration of epic proportion. Looked like Sadiq Clements had a chance, but he didn't come up with it.
To our spotter, Jordan Lindsay, as if Colin Lewis,
I believe that's right,
gets credit.
Sadiq had a shot. It squirted underneath him, and that's just equal opportunity getting after the loose ball. And my goodness, Dave, that is the gift you have to embrace against Navy, because they don't cough it up. As you said, they don't allow sacks, but the Mean Green doing some different things against the Midshipmen.
So Lewis, the sophomore from Gladewater, leads the team 2 interceptions, now a fumble recovery. So first down from the 25, Sibley motion out of an empty backfield. Throw is caught by Williams, and the tight end wrestled down at the 31 on the final play of the first quarter. Ball came out after the play, and that is about as quick as you'll ever see a first quarter, about a half hour, and it's on to the second, with the Mean Green leading Navy 14-0 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
North Texas teams and traditions are legendary. Our team of strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of North Texas Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Mean Green Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Mean Green.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Hard to imagine a better first quarter for North Texas. They outgained Navy 168-75. They force a rare Navy turnover and lead 14-0. 18th turnover forced by the Mean Green, top 3 nationally coming in. Of the first 17 they've forced, 11 have led to touchdowns, 2 to field goals. The Mean Green averaged almost 10.5 points per game off turnovers, and that part of the formula appeared on the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, and I'd like to get Nathan's opinion. That last throw to Williams, that was in traffic. That showed the arm strength of Messemaker. He's displayed touch a lot, but talk about his actual arm velocity.
Yeah, he throws it hard. He throws a nice tight spiral, and he also throws with great anticipation. You know, with a tight window like that, you really got to kind of start your motion before the guy gets his eyes on you and before the defenders can cover the guy up.
As a former quarterback, for a guy that started in 9th grade and then never again, how would he keep his skills not just up but improving when he's not actually playing in any games all those 3 years of high school?
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, you know, and a word that coaches use a lot are mental reps. And if you're not out there in the game or getting, you know, physical reps, you're getting mental reps. And so I think it just speaks to how intelligent he is, how much time he spends in the film room for him to be able to come out here and perform like that without getting the actual reps.
So he's just one of these kids where it just makes sense to him.
I think so. That he sees it and he feels it, and so evidently that's been enough for him to excel this year.
You told me one time that quarterbacks use the face mask as a disguise. So in other words, where that's pointing is not where they're looking. Have you seen that out of him early in this game?
I've seen it some. You know, your Patrick Mahomes, he does that a lot. But
side-eye.
Yeah, side-eyed. And, you know, it can throw off the defense a little bit. Sometimes they're used to it, seeing it some as well. But, yeah, I think Drew's playing like a seasoned veteran.
It's a great start. Long way to go. But that first quarter, if you could rinse and repeat, you'd like to do it.
168 total offense, 85 on 7 of 9 for Mestemaker. Hawkins already 9 carries, 80 yards, including along with 32, 2 touchdowns. Wyatt Young had shoulder in all 3 catches, 36 yards in that first quarter. Sides had a 24-yarder. Terrence Lewis a 14-yarder.
How about Colin Lewis with his first fumble recovery? The one great thing about the turnovers, Dave, it's a new person almost every time. 18 turnovers, probably 15 guys combining for those.
Second quarter will shift the Mean Green, going now left to right as patches of blue appear above Danku Stadium. And they'll start with a 2nd and 4 from their own 31-yard line, leading 14-0 with Kiefer Sibley behind Mestemaker in the pistol. And a play fake, chased out of the pocket. Drew is tripped up at the 20 and sacked. Sacked for 11 yards lost by Liam Barbie, a backup linebacker. That's not something that has happened to Drew Mustbaker much this year.
No, just the 11th sack given up. But, man, that linebacker busted everything about that play and finishes it off, and the Mean Green get backed up.
To their 21-yard line. And now 2nd down at 14. Trips right. Early movement. This will be a free play for the Mean Green, and a deep ball up the left sideline is way over the head of Trey Williams. And now we will hear offside Navy.
Offside, number 49. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Outside linebacker Adam Clank jumping the gun, a senior from Tabernacle, New Jersey.
He had a big game against FAU with 5 tackles, a pair of sacks, 2.5 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. But there he commits the infraction.
And intercepted a 2-point try.
Yeah.
All that in one day for Adam Clink. So, 2nd and 9 now from the 26. Sibley shifting to the left of Nestabaker, trips right. Snap back. Drew, again chased from the pocket, rolling right. Rolling, has to throw it away. Bearing down on him that time again, Adam Clink, who was second on the Navy defense in hurries and sacks with 3, and now the Mean Green look at 3rd and 9.
Nathan, what changes have been employed here that are making it hard on Nestabaker?
I think they were trying to take away the quick passing game, and force Drew to kind of work through his progressions. And it looked like maybe there was 1 or 2 missed assignments on that play by the receivers.
Had the wrong down up on the scoreboard. That was actually 3rd down, so now Sawyer Evans to punt on 4th and 9. And his kick is high end over end, and a fair catch at the 37-yard line by Chapman. And so Navy will start with some pretty different opening position, first minute of the second quarter.
That's the first time we've seen Drew Nestabaker get sped up on back-to-back plays, so the Mean Green will have to make some adjustments on pass protection. Encouraging start for the defense. See if they can keep up the mojo they had going in that first quarter.
Navy's first drive, they averaged 2.8 per play. Now they're up to 5.4. Horvath, 4 of 5 for 16 yards. Teska to his left in the gun. 2 wide right on first down from their 37. And a high snap, option right. Horvath strung out and driven out of bounds by Ethan Weslowski into the Navy sideline after pickup of right at 5 yards.
Have to rely on Chapman on a play like that to really turn into an effective blocker. He's the snipe, but he also shows he's got the ability to seal off the edge.
Give him 6 yards, 2nd and 4 from the 43. Horvath in the gun again. Teska to his left. And a long count. The Green linebackers sneak up toward the line. Now they back off. As Horvath will take it himself up the middle. Not for much. Just a couple. Into the arms again of Weslowski at the 45. And now it's 3rd and 2.
Mean Green linebackers have graded out very well nationally in terms of tackle percentage. And that was on display right there. Run up the middle, no dice.
3rd and 2, Bears repeating. Navy 5th in the country and converting on 3rd down at a 54% rate. Near midfield, maybe they get stopped. If they go for it on 4th down, they convert those at a 69% rate. Well, this will be a bunched formation. Horvath under center. The handoff to Teska's got the first down. Lowers that shoulder, drives into Mean Green territory to the 49.
Witter had leaked in from the right, but the first step by Texa glided past him, and now into Mean Green territory just barely.
Maybe trying to slow the pace a bit. Under 12 and a half minutes to go, second quarter. And the handoff on the end around goes to Heidenreich. Tripped as he tries to cut back, and that costs him. Only a pickup of 4 to the 45-yard line.
And we got a banged-up Mean Green player. First injury of the game. Yeah.
Over in front of the Navy bench. Left knee appears to be the issue. Trying to pick up the jersey number as he's surrounded by athletic training staff. So this stops things down with 12:14 to go in the second quarter.
Was that the turf monster, Nathan, or is that field pretty slick from the rain we had over an hour ago?
It was slick earlier. I imagine here by halftime it'll be pretty well dried up, but he looks to be in serious pain down there.
Yeah.
Shane Witter is not someone you ever want off the field. Is the Mean Green's leading tackler, 57 coming in, good for 8th in the conference. Leads with 6 quarterback hurries, as an interception, a fumble recovery, and help to his feet, and putting almost no weight on his left leg. That is a sad sight. Shane Witter, one of the holdovers who stayed over the offseason and has been flourishing in Skylar Cassidy's defensive system. This is a timeout now on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Every building requires a strong foundation, and no one understands strength like Rhino Steel Buildings. We're a national company with 25 years of experience you can count on. Rhino buildings are durable, affordable, and completely customized, so you can create your dream building. Speak with a metal building specialist today and experience the Rhino difference. Visit rhinobldg.com. rhinobldg.com.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
Well, if there's any good news, maybe this is it. Shane Witter was putting no weight at all on his left leg as he was being helped off the field. By the time he got to the sideline, he was putting some weight on it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Toon, you've been through it. There's a bit of a scared factor when you have a leg or a knee injury. So the first reaction is, how hurt am I, right?
Yeah, he looked pretty hurt. He looked like he was in a lot of pain, and certainly, as Dave mentioned, was not putting hardly any weight on that leg. It could be a big loss for the Mean Green defense.
His backup is Samaji Burrell, a sophomore from North Crowley. So, spotlight on Samaje now, with Mean Green deprived at least temporarily of their leading tackler. Navy now 2nd and 6 for the Mean Green 45, trailing 14-0. Clock rolling, 3 minutes gone, second quarter. Horvath in the gun. Teska to his right. Heidenreich goes in motion. And off his fake, Horvath spins into the arms of Fields for just a short gain to the 43, and that brings up 3rd and 4.
Another of those Sam Houston transfers that has turned this defense around. Trey Fields, the quarterback of the defense.
Came in with just 2 fewer tackles than Witter. We're 2nd on the defense. 3rd and 4, Navy 3 of 4 so far, converting on 3rd down. And one would think 4-down territory here past midfield, trailing 14-0. Horvath in the gun as Teska to his right. Heidenreich in motion. Again, they fake to him. Horvath will keep it, and off contact has the first down. He backs his way to the 38.
Purposeful runner, Horvath bouncing off tacklers. He does hold that ball out there in a dangerous way, but held on to it.
Sun is now out shadows on the Batco Stadium turf. First down from the 38. Play fake, rolling right, looking to throw, and wrapped up by Ethan Day. Did he get rid of it? He did, an incomplete pass.
Ethan Day was right on it, and Horvath tried to use his offhand to kind of signal to the receiver release, but in that, he was still able to get the pass off before Day engulfed him.
The clock, 10:53 in the second. 2nd and 10 from the 38. Navy again lines up, shoulder to shoulder. Now they split out. Trips to the left. In the gun. Chapman in motion. Play fake, option left. Horvath with room Gets the pitch off. Chapman had to wait for it. Stops at the 28, comes back, has the first down at the 24-yard line.
And if you're worried about the field being slick, it certainly wasn't that time for Chapman. What a great stop move to gobble up about another yard and a half at the end of that run. Late pitch, too.
Chapman last week had his career high in the second quarter. Ended up 10 carries, 141 yards. Caught 5 passes against FAU as well. Again, Braxton Woodson in, along with Jackson Gutierrez. On first down, the Mean Green 24, and a whistle. Who called timeout? Not sure Edward Lee knows.
The ruling of the play, it's a backwards pass. That play is under further review.
Well, okay. Didn't strike me at the time as anything they would need to review. Did it you, Nathan?
It was close. It was, I mean, it was worth taking a look, that's for sure.
Well, that's why I said late pitch. I wasn't sure if it was indeed too late.
And he was getting close to the line of scrimmage. If it's backwards, that doesn't matter. But if it's forward, then that's an illegal forward pass, probably.
Wouldn't expect that out of his experience and understanding of where he is on the field at all times.
Yeah, but since Witter's gone down, it looks like Mean Green have stayed in their nickel package. You've seen Quentin Hammonds out there with Wes Losky and Trey Fields.
Fans, this season, SVN Virus Commercial Real Estate, owned by Greg Johnson, is donating to a local charity for every North Texas extra point and field goal made all year long. Kicking it with your local commercial real estate team. While the replay review continues, Zach Babb, Ramey King Insurance Mobile Sports Desk, can update us on the early kickoffs around the country.
Yeah, and one of the early kickoffs is a bit of a shocker. Number 20, Texas, up 17-0 on number 9, Vanderbilt, at the end of the first there.
Upheld.
Call was upheld. Say that again. Arch Manning did get the start. He's been in concussion protocol all week.
17-0 Texas over Vanderbilt. They're just getting the second quarter underway in Austin.
It ain't your daddy's Vandy. I bet they come back. But we'll see. I took him in the Pick'em League, so I'm kind of, that's where I am.
So each team got an extra sideline huddle. Navy comes out with, again, backup quarterback Braxton Woodson on the field. At a wideout. Horvath under center. Teska behind him. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Play fake. Horvath looking to throw, has time. Now he's going to be sacked again. Twice already in the first half. He had been sacked only twice all year in their first 7 games. Bryson Hayes gets to him. There's a flag down to the secondary.
Yep.
Maybe this sack will not stand.
Holding. Number 2, defense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
On Davion Armstead, the corner.
Wipes out a really good move by Bryson Hayes, who's playing with a soft cast on his left hand, but that has not slowed him to the quarterback.
Well, that's a huge flag. Instead of a sack, it's first down to the 14. Navy down 14-0. Almost midway second quarter. Both Teska and Chapman in the backfield on either side of Blake Horvath in the gun. And a long count. Option heading right. Horvath can't get the pitch off because he got wrapped up by Wes Losky for a loss of 2.
Oh, that movement looked like Horvath had some confidence, and he thought he had some room out to the right, and then Ethan Weslowski showing some closing speed, and obviously he's got the body to punish a quarterback.
Nathan, that is how you defend the option, correct?
Yeah, it looked like he was shot out of a cannon there. Came downhill, and he had bad intentions when he got there.
So 2nd and 12 now from the 16-yard line. 2 wideouts left. Horvath to the gun. Teska to his right. Maybe changing the play. 5 on the play clock. Down to 2. Down to 1. They say he got it off in time. And Horvath is tripped up once again by Wes Losky. Just shy of the 10-yard line, and now it's going to be third and about 6 for the first down.
Previous play was the 7.5 tackle for loss on the season for Weslowski. He extends his team lead in that department. Back-to-back stops by Ethan.
3rd and 7 from the 11. And they've converted 4 of their first 5 on 3rd down. Mean Green would love to make the Midshipmen settle for 3 here. 8 minutes to go in the first half. 14-0 Mean Green. From the gun, Horvath. Hands off to Heinrich up the middle. Nowhere close to the first down. Near the 8 and then shoved back. And now, Brian Newberry, the third-year head coach for the Midshipmen, will send on the field goal unit because it would be 4th and 5 from the 9.
Great recovery after that Armstead penalty looked like it was really going to be damaging. Mean Green D reacting favorably here.
Navy's kicker, a senior from Greencastle, Pennsylvania, Nathan Kirkwood. He's 5 of 6 on the years. Longest is 48. This will only be 26 yards and really no angle. Rain Fry snapping. Jacob Carlson puts the hold down. And the kick is good, and Navy is on the board. Took them over a quarter and a half to death. The scoreboard is now 14-3 with a timeout, 7:14 to go. The first half of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing, that hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Marriott Hotel and Golf Club at Champion Circle is proud to be the exclusive hotel sponsor of UNT's Mean Green Athletics. Only 20 minutes away with 288 spacious rooms, on-site restaurant, state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and hot tub, with a perfect place for game day weekend. Host your event in our elegant hotel meeting spaces or the paddock, our rustic event venue perfect for weddings, corporate events, and more. Don't forget our 18-hole championship golf course. Check us out at Marriott.com/DFWMC or call 817-961-0800 to come stay and play.
Guarantee Bank and Trust says go Mean Green with Guarantee Green free checking. Guarantee Bank and Trust is proud to offer flexible free checking options for businesses and individuals. Since 1913, Guarantee Bank and Trust has proudly served Texas communities. Visit one of our 33 locations to experience community banking at its best. Guarantee Bank and Trust, the relationship bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to the mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk at DATQ Stadium. A couple top 25 updates right now. Early second quarter, number 1 Ohio State, 10-0 leaders over Penn State. 11:22 to play in the second. Number 20 Texas up 17-3 on number 9 Vanderbilt. Number 10 Miami, a 7-0 early lead on SMU. Early stages of the second quarter there. And then West Virginia, 11 minutes to play in the second quarter, leads number 22 Houston 21-7, guys.
That's a shocker.
The Fighting Wren Bakers, resilient.
Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. So Navy settles for the field goal to make it 14-3 Mean Green, 7:14 to go. In the first half, they have 103 yards on the ground, averaging 5.4 per rush. The Mean Green averaging 6.6 per rush with 73 on the ground. And at this rate, Caleb Hawkins is going to have 100 yards by the half, 9 for 80 and 2 touchdowns.
That Navy drive, they needed to get points on the board and did, but settling for the 26-yard field goal after a 12-play, 54-yard drive that took 6:48. They were deliberate there. And Dave, it was a 14-3 Mean Green start back in 2007 in a game that ended 74-62.
Are you predicting
I'm
repeat
not.
of history?
I'm not. Scored on the first, got an onside kick, scored again, and the track meet was started back at Old Fouts Field.
So Navy has Lance Gossett ready to kick it deep. But it's an onside kick. There's the big hop. And it is recovered by Navy, but a flag is down. Did it travel far enough?
Must not have. Right on the line, though, right?
Very close. So Navy going exotic here midway in the second quarter, not wanting the Mean Green offense back up.
Interference, number 16, taking team. 15-yard penalty, first down, North Texas.
So safety Giuseppe Sessi on the special teams draws the flag.
I don't know that you can kick it much better than that if that's your intention.
Got the big hop. But look where the Mean Green starting position is going to be here. At the Navy 31-yard line.
Wow, and for a team that has enjoyed red zone success all season long, you're only 12 yards shy of getting into that red zone.
Mean Green with two wide either side. Hawkins, the running back, to Mestemaker's right. From the Midshipmen 31, leading 14-3. 7:14 to go in the half. Motion by Wyatt Young, who takes the handoff. Jitterbugs his way into the secondary, down to the 25-yard line, and there's 6 in a new role for Wyatt Young.
Boy, and the Mean Green are handling a really good nose tackle early. Robinson has not wrecked a play here.
Quick snap here, full house. Handoff goes to Hawkins, spins out of one hit. Is going to be stopped short of the first down by a yard at the 22. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Caleb.
Excellent protection of the football, though. When you become a whirling dervish, you got to hold on to the rock.
Here comes another quick snap. Landing game, the 21. And off up the middle, and Hawkins falls forward inside the 20. Now in the red zone, a first down.
Tough running the last 2 plays. Nothing easy there, but his strength always apparent, falling forward.
So from the 19 of Navy, clock rolling, 6:20 and counting in the half. And now the Mean Green slowing it a bit. Trips right, pistol, Hawkins behind Mestemaker. And the handoff to Caleb. Looks for a cutback angle, runs through some arm tackles. Inside the 15 to the 14. Navy with contact does not mean down goes Caleb Hawkins, Nathan. They're having a hard time getting him to the turf.
Yeah, he runs with great pad level and great determination and effort, so he's a hard guy to bring down.
Trips left, quick snap coming on second down. And again, the give to Caleb, out of a tackle to the 10, to the 5. Caleb to the goal line, standing up, another touchdown. It's 20-3 North Texas. Navy cannot deal with the freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma.
And he's a big reason the Mean Green have had 47 red zone scores on the year. That leads the FBS. Hawkins has been a monster in this first half.
Here's something else that leads the FBS. 29 rushing touchdowns for the Mean Green. That's 4 from the single season record. Well, a month to go in the season. It's 20-3. And Guma on for the PAT at now sunny Daku Stadium. And as always, Kali boots it through with 5:46 to go in the half. An 18-point lead on a Navy team that has never been this far behind until now all year long. Timeout of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learsfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right. As a special benefit to your membership, Texas Farm Bureau members can get 2 free tickets to North Texas football games. Just show proof of membership at the North Texas ticket office or get your 2 free tickets online at texasfarmbureau.org/sports. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended.
Well, it's time to update the Caleb Hawkins clicker. He has passed 100 yards, now 13 carries for 105, his third touchdown. First 100-yard first half since the Temple game late last year. Mackenzie McGill did it in Philadelphia. Only 3 players in the country have 2 games with at least 3 rushing touchdowns entering today. Caleb Hawkins is now the 4th, and we have 5:46 to go in the second quarter.
Well, you said we got a month left with that rushing touchdown record out there. If this keeps up, it could happen today because Hawkins has been unstoppable, and that was a 5-play, 31-yard drive that took a $128. Quick work by the Mean Green with great field position, and again, they have mastered the red zone. Of all the things that improved drastically, the defense certainly, but the red zone numbers are just amazing compared to last year.
From 75% in the red zone to in the 95% realm this year. And the Mean Green right now have outrushed Navy. This won't probably be the case for very long, so we'll point it out as 104-103 Mean Green in rushing yards. Through the air, 85-16. Estimakers only had to throw it 10 times, 16 running plays. So a 21-3 lead mounted in a fashion that no doubt Eric Morris could only have dreamed in a quarter and a half. So Nguma with another returnable kick coming down to the goal line, and Chapman goes straight ahead to the 10, now heads right through a wall, and he's got Nguma to prevent a return of 100 yards. Colley bumps him out of bounds at the 40.
You don't want to be that guy if you're the kicker, but if you have to be that guy, you do exactly what he did. Stayed, used the sideline as an extra defender, and made the play. Dave, we did get an update from the sideline now that Nathan's up with us. Shane Witter is out for the remainder of the game. Knee injury does not allow him to come back.
Well, that's what you feared when you saw how hard it was to get him helped off the field. So the Mean Green deprived of their leading tackler the rest of the way. But they have a 21-3 lead and 5:39 remaining in the first half. Navy starts this time from the 39. Horvath in the gun. Rides the handoff to Heska. Now he's going to keep it, and he's got a first down. Spins his way right to midfield. So you'd think down 21-3, most teams would be dropping back, and it's pass, and Nathan, that's not something Navy has to do with Blake Horvath.
That's right.
116 rushing yards per game. Easily their best weapon is him using his legs. So right at the 50. Under center for this snap. Teska directly behind him. Chapman goes in motion as a blocking back. As the handoff goes to Teska, he pushes up the middle into a pile to the 45-yard line, a gain of 5.
A lot of teams, that tight end sets where the play is going to go, but Nathan, the tight end's a fooler in this offense.
Yeah, the tight end, the wing backs, they get a lot of motion looks, and I think they're just looking to get gaps by alignment from the offensive formation.
Shotgun this time, 2nd and 5. They send Nathan Kent, senior from Rockland, California, wide right, Heidenreich in front of him. And now in motion. And a whistle as a flag is down. I wonder if they got the snap off in time. Nope.
Offense.
Early movement.
Penalty. 2nd down.
Edmund Lee didn't get his mic on, but it was a false start to back him again to the 50.
A team that's so drilled on discipline, those are uncharacteristic mistakes for Brian Newberry and the Midshipmen.
Yeah, already 4 flags, 35 yards. First half, Mean Green 2 for 15. So back to midfield, 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, Teska to his left. Heidenreich is slot left. Now in motion, high snap. Horvath coming left, looking to throw, and his toss is caught by Teska at the 40. He's got a first down to the Mean Green 35.
Excellent concentration by Texa because that was just fluttered out there. That's where you're wondering, are they closing on me? But he handled it well.
Enough to move the chains. Clock rolling, 3:40 and counting. Navy very capable of taking the rest of this first half to travel this 35 yards. Now 21-3. First down at the 35. And the handoff to Chapman, strung out and undercut by Fields for a loss of 2. Trey Fields reading this defense, and especially on the option. He's been very on the money with every decision he makes.
More pressure on him to make those plays without Witter in there the rest of the day. And obviously the Mike linebacker is up to that challenge for him tackle.
Yeah, the nickel Quentin Hammond's in there with the injured Witter out. So 2nd and 12. Gutierrez is again in the game. Under 3 minutes and the clock rolls. Horvath in the gun. Takes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, and gets popped hard again by Fields at the 31-yard line, and it's 3rd down and 6. And they may take enough time to get this all the way down to the 2-minute timeout. Even down to 18. Navy just trying to not let the Mean Green offense back on the field anymore this first half.
They listened to Nick Saban this morning.
Usually a pretty good idea on the subject of football. From the 31, 3rd and 6. Teska and Chapman on either side of Horvath in the gun. Horvath gets the handoff, and there goes Chapman. Touchdown. First time the Mean Green misread the option, and untouched goes Brandon Chapman to make it 21-9.
And isn't that why Navy sticks to their game plan? They knew they had enough time. They're going to leave the Mean Green with right under 2 minutes left here. But that is Navy football.
Yep, only use the pass when necessary. Horvath, the threat he is with the option, you expect him to keep it. Mean Green defense didn't realize he'd pitched to Chapman until it was much too late. The extra point by Kirkwood is good, and it's 21-10. But now with 1:59 remaining, the 2-minute timeout, the Mean Green offense will be back on the field when we return to Datku Stadium of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
Mean Green are off next week and get into action again in 2 weeks, November 15th at UAB. So another chance to gather with your friends for a Mean Green football official watch party at Eastside, Lucky Lou's, Hooters Denton, and Buffalo Hirsch. Join us for the next Mean Green football kickoff yet to be announced for the game at UAB. Following week, the 22nd. Also waiting to find out when the game will start at Rice. And then Black Friday, November 28th, day after Thanksgiving, Temple will be here for another national television slot. That will kick off at 2:30.
You don't ever want to get ahead of yourselves, but if you look ahead a little bit, that Temple game could really have a lot weighing on it, and Temple's a much improved team, so...
I'm sure they thought they had Navy beat.
Yeah, and they did. Gutsy calls by Brian Newberry in that one. And he stuck to his guns on that drive. A 6-play, 61-yard drive that took 3:39, brought to you by Tom Clark Auto Park. 31-yard touchdown to Chapman. The Mean Green were doing some really good things, including Trey Fields, who's now at 4.5 tackles for loss. You're down without Shane Witter, but Fields and Weslowski have certainly had solid first halves before letting that leak out to Chapman, get the Midshipmen on the board with 6.
Good time to check time of possession. Navy has had it nearly 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 53 seconds. The Mean Green in 9 minutes and 8 seconds have rolled up 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. Navy in almost 19 minutes, 185 total yards, a field goal, and their touchdown. The reason you bring up time of possession in these games against the service academies is 51 weeks ago, right here at Datku Stadium, North Texas became the first team in over a year to get ahead of Army, 3-0. 31-yard and Gouma field goal, middle of the first quarter. That was it for the scoring. The Mean Green went 0 for 4 in the red zone. Outrushed 293 to 69, and Army kept the ball 41 minutes and 45 seconds. The Mean Green had it 18 minutes, 15 seconds.
Black Knights ran an entire quarter almost off the clock with time of possession.
Yeah, their last touchdown drive from the third to the fourth quarter, something like 13:54. It was ridiculous. And then the next week at UTSA, they had the ball almost as long. UTSA had it almost 40 minutes. High kickoff will be returned from the 5-yard line to the 20, and you can hear the shoulder pads cracking at the 22 as players step on top of each other trying to get out of that pileup. And after the return, the Mean Green with 1:55 and all 3 of their timeouts to try to add to what's now a 21-10 lead.
More of Caleb Hawkins. He is the first Mean Green player to rush for 3 touchdowns in a first half since DeAndre Torrey did it against UTSA back in 21.
Dalton Carnes on the return to the 22. Hawkins already with 105 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Takes the handoff, heads right, tries to turn the corner, gets tripped up for no gain. That's about as good a defensive play as we've seen out of the Midshipmen so far, and it's Andrew Duhart, a backup safety, senior from Chesterfield, Virginia.
Hawkins tried to stiff arm, but Duhart was in position to make that play on the edge.
So second and still 10 from the 22. As Navy blitzes, the handoff up the middle, and Caleb breaks it. Close to a first down. He needed the 32. Did he get there? Yes, first down.
Landon Robinson had real good penetration, but the Mean Green picked up the valuable nose tackle and allowed for that.
First time we called his name today. That's important. Another handoff for Hawkins. And again, bruises off right tackle, still going. Breaking tackles all the way to the 50. 18 more yards for Caleb with 1:07 of timeout and a first down. They say at the Mean Green 49.
Plowed over Justin Ross the corner and kept on going.
Quick snap, another give, and this time 3 midshipmen required to hold Caleb Hawkins to no gain. Clock rolling inside of a minute now.
He's the hot hand, but he needs a break. Hawkins, I think, going to give way to Sibley after a timeout.
North Texas, their first of the half.
So with 54 seconds, Eric Morris able to give the offense a breather after playing tempo so effectively. And they have a first down or a second down coming from their own 49. Navy, at least they get it back somehow with all 3 of their timeouts.
Nathan, you've been around Patrick Cobbs a lot. He loves to go with the hot hand, obviously Caleb Hawkins, but even in a game like this, he's going to have to give way a little bit, and it looks like Sibley is the next man up.
Yeah, it looks like it. With Hawkins, you got to not necessarily keep him on a pitch count, but you don't want to wear him out in the first half and when you don't have fresh down the stretch.
And I'm guessing McGill not as available as we were hopeful for. We've not seen him. We've not seen Coleman.
Sibley's only carried it once for 3 yards. Caleb now 17 carries, 132 yards, and the 3 touchdowns. Ready to go, second and 10 from their 49, 56 seconds in the half. Justin Baker with Caleb to his right, drops back to throw. Well protected, steps up, fires in the middle, open. There's the first catch for Cameron Dorner to first down inside the 20. Stops the clock with 48 seconds.
And Sibley picked up that linebacker on the blitz and really bought enough time for that throw. The little things matter.
33 yards to the 18. Quick first down coming. Williams in motion. Another handoff. And jitterbugging his way to the right corner. Sibley steps over a couple of ankle tackles. Falls forward to the 16. And a whistle with 37 seconds. Injured Navy players down to the 20.
The second half, 30 seconds.
Eric Morris using the second timeout. The injured Navy player, Luke Pierce, senior outside linebacker from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
I think it says a lot about Sibley to come in for the hot hand Hawkins and make the kind of play to pick up a linebacker and give the quarterback time to stretch it over the field. Then right after that, a nice pickup by him. So versatility in that running back room.
Pierce, the reigning American Conference Defensive Player of the Week in his first career start in the last meeting. 9 tackles, a sack, forced a fumble, recovered a fumble that set up the game-winning touchdown 2 years ago in Annapolis. That earned him Player of the Week honors. Sibley remains the running back. 2nd and 8 from the Navy 16. One more timeout left and 37 seconds on the clock. They may not have charged Morris that timeout because of the injury. Still showing 2 on the North Texas ledger. In the gun, Sibley to his right. Now Drew up behind the line, shifts Kiefer to his left. Motion by Williams. Drew drops back to throw, complete in the flat. Wyatt Young makes the first man miss, and the second. He's down to the 5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal with 29 seconds.
Silky move by Wyatt Young, yard after catch. That's the big part of his resume.
Quick snap coming, 1st and goal to Navy 5. And another handoff for Sibley. He slips inside on the left side to the 3-yard line. Clock rolling, 19, 18. Mean Green scramble to the line. Another snap coming. Another handoff for Sibley, and this time bottled up for no gain. Clock inside 10 seconds, and we'll stop on a timeout. And 3rd and goal coming.
A-gap got pretty tight. Back-to-back plays.
Texas, the 3rd and final and a half.
Well,
30 seconds.
They did charge Eric Morris the previous timeout with the Navy injury. So, Nathan Toon, 10 seconds to go. 3rd and goal at the 3. You're running or passing?
I'm probably going to throw a pass here. You'd hate to run one and get tackled in the field of play and have the clock run out, but I'm probably going to throw it. That way I can get 2 plays for sure.
Do you want it on the wings and let the receiver make a play? Or are you throwing into the end zone?
I'm going in the end zone for sure.
You going fade route because Dave hates it.
I'm actually not a huge fan of the fade route in the red zone. I mean, I love throwing the fade, but as a play call, I'd rather have a slant or a crossing route or something like that.
Wide side of the field is to the right. Does that matter on this play for the quarterback?
Yeah, it does. There's going to be a lot more space to the wide side of the field compared to the tight side, for sure.
Kind of surprised that Hawkins didn't come back in on that last carry, but
he's in now.
Yeah, he's in now, and he can catch that ball.
Yep. Yeah, Navy was ready for Sibley and bunched him up at the 3. So now set to go. 3rd and goal from the 3. Out of timeouts. Final 10 seconds of the half, trying to add to a 21-10 lead. Caleb to Drew's left, trips at a triangle right. Snap back, Drew looking right. Throws incomplete at the goal line as Miles Coleman is targeted for the first time in 3 weeks. Thrown in front of him, stretched out, full layout. And Miles at just 5'6" couldn't get a hand on that one. On will come the field goal unit.
It wasn't a matter of rust for Coleman. That ball was a hard catch, and he had him.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little slow getting his head around and getting out of his break. I don't know if it was as inaccurate as it may have looked.
This will be a 21-yard field goal, basically an extra point, slight angle left or right. Caden Yates snapping to Sawyer Evans, who puts it down, and Nguma puts it through with 3 seconds to spare. It is 24-10 Mean Green.
Well, you can be disappointed it wasn't 6, but 24-10 at the half at home. Pretty hard not to be very satisfied with half number 1 against Navy. Far from over, but to get the pad in points against a team that takes a lot of time to score, that's what you hang your hat on.
Yep, multi-possession games, being down, double digits, that's definitely not Navy's strength.
But they get the ball to begin the second half and can climb back in it with a touchdown drive, so that's what they're thinking.
I mean, that's got to be Brian Newberry's halftime speech, right?
Absolutely.
Drive it down and score. It's a one-score game. We're right there.
Absolutely.
Well, still a kickoff to manage with the final 3 seconds. Let's see if Nguma bothers to kick deep because he had to prevent a 100-yard kickoff return on his last effort.
He's now 10 of 11 in the field goal department. Solid year for Khalid Nguma.
Yeah, maybe not the strongest leg we've seen here, but absolutely one of the most accurate. So he approaches, and it's a rolling with a big hop kick, which will be fielded at the 14-yard line. And the return will take care of those final 3 seconds. Bryant captured at the 24-yard line. 24-10 Mean Green at the half on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
These preferred local partners in the auto service industry have chosen to support the UNT Auto Team. Consider them for all of your auto service needs. Quick Car Oil Change, Auto Care of Detton, and Advantage Hail Repair. Thank you to our service industry partners for supporting the UNT Auto Team. Go Mean Green.
Point Bank, serving Denton County since 1884, the longest in North Texas. We are a proud supporter of the University of North Texas Athletics. And Point Bank, we're a real bank with real people, real free checking, and real fast loan decisions. On top of that, Point Bank now offers locally serviced credit cards. Choose between rewards or premier rate with one of the lowest rates in the market. Subject to credit approval. Visit pointbank.com or come into one of our convenient locations for more details. That's why your neighbors love us and you will too at Point Bank, member FDIC.
Are you looking to make a bold statement in your business? Let Mellow Science DFW's leading experts in science service and brand development partner with you for the next stage of growth serving local, regional, and national clients. Mellow's dedicated and experienced staff will guide you from the first sketch to nationwide installation. Bring your ideas and let Mellow Science make them a reality. Proud sponsors of UNT Mean Green Athletics. Call Mellow Science at 214-214. Sign for a free estimate. Call 682-312-5338.
The Mean Green Preferred Hotel Partnership was created due to our increased need for hotel rooms throughout the year. For all of our overnight needs, we encourage you to stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle are your 2025 Mean Green Hotel partners. Stay where the Mean Greens stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Fairfield Inn Corinth, South Denton, and DFW Champion Circle.
Texas' tastiest barbecue resides right here in Denton. It's a Mean Green staple, Metzler's Pit Barbecue. Owner Roy Metzler has supported North Texas athletics his whole life and continues to be one of our favorite alumni. And in addition to his great pit barbecue, Metzler's offers the largest selection of beer and wine in the area. Metzler's Barbecue can be found on the north side of 1115 East University Drive. Metzler's Barbecue, Mean Green Radio Network approved and recommended.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield, Mean Green Football is brought to you by Point Bank, Coca-Cola, Metzler's Barbecue, Ramey King Insurance, Coors Light, and by Guarantee Bank and Trust. Now, this is Mean Green Halftime.
And welcome into the First State Bank Halftime Show. We are at the half now. It was a little dicey. We apologize to those listening in stadium. There was another play ran, despite the clocks hitting 0, that we did not carry. Luckily, nothing came of it. But where we stand, it's still 24-10 North Texas as we head into the First State Bank Halftime Show. And as we get the First State Bank Halftime Show underway, it's time to take a look at highlights from the first half, brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. North Texas on the coin toss did not win said coin toss. Navy won it, elected to defer to the second half. So the Mean Green did get the ball to start, and they had a great first scoring drive. It took 8 plays, 76 yards, and nearly 3 minutes off the clock, and ended via the legs of Caleb Hawkins.
Handoff. Hawkins up the middle, standing, untouched. Touchdown, Mean Green lead.
PAT was good to make it a 7-0 game. Navy would have to punt on their next drive. And on the next drive for North Texas, 10 plays, 86 yards, 3.5 minutes off the clock here. And Caleb Hawkins again found the end zone.
And the handoff to give for Caleb. Off right tackle, runs over a tackler. Touchdown number 2 for Caleb, and it's 13-0 Mean Green.
Giuseppe Sessi, the strong safety, thought he might be able to get there, and Caleb Hawkins shredded him.
PAT was good to make it a 14-0 North Texas lead. Navy would fumble on their next drive. North Texas couldn't take advantage of it, though, going 3 and out. That allowed Navy to take back over, put together a pretty methodical 12-play, 58-yard drive that burned almost 7 minutes off the clock. North Texas stood strong, though. It was a 26-yard field goal attempt from Kirkwood that was through the uprights and good, making it 14-3 in the second quarter. North Texas would respond once again, though, a 5-play, 31-yard drive on their next possession. And again, for the third time in the first half, Caleb Hawkins found the end zone.
And again, the give to Caleb, out of a tackle to the 10, to the 5. Caleb to the goal line, standing up, another touchdown. It's 20-3 North Texas. Navy cannot deal with the freshman from Shawnee, Oklahoma.
PAT was good to make it 21-3 midway through the second quarter. However, Navy finally got their offense humming a bit. 6 plays, 61 yards on their next drive. It burned 3:39 off the clock before they punched it in on this long touchdown run.
Horvath gives the handoff, and there goes Chapman. Touchdown. First time the Mean Green misread the option, and untouched goes Brandon Chapman to make it 21-9.
PAT was up and through to make it a 21-10 ball game in favor of the Mean Green. North Texas got the ball back, though, around 2 minutes to play. They'd go 11 plays, 75 yards. A $1.51 burned off the clock, but they stalled inside the 5. Ended up having to settle for a 21-yard Kali and Guma field goal. That was good. And so that is where we stand at the half. That would be all the scoring. 24-10 is the score at the intermission. The Mean Green lead it on Navy here at DATQ Stadium. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, a look at scores from around the country via the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. This is Mean Green football from Learfield.
What do UNT, Super Pit, Embassy Suites, Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning Embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer and every vehicle as part of our family. Our full-service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have insurance specialists across Texas thinking about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, health, business, or employees, Higginbotham has you covered. Higginbotham is a place that leads with values, so your value leads.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
college football fans. Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's Old-Fashioned Ice Cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DATQ Stadium.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of North Texas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
I won't go back into the First State Bank halftime show. Again, it's 24-10, North Texas leading Navy at the intermission. As we continue along the First State Bank halftime show, we'll switch gears away from this game a little bit from our mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk and take a look at scores from around the country, brought to you by Ramey King Insurance. We'll start off in the American, where we had two games earlier in the week. UTSA, a big upset over Tulane, blowing the doors off them in the Alamo Dome. 48-26 is the final score. UTSA has never lost a home conference game under Jeff Traylor, and that still rings true after that defeat of the Green Wave. We also had a blowout of sorts. Number 25 Memphis 34-14 winners over Rice yesterday. Games currently in progress besides ours. UConn is giving it to UAB. It's 24-0 at the half up in Stores. And then also at the half, at a battle for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, one leg of it at least, Army leading Air Force 10-3. That game is at the half. Only game yet to get going. It kicks off in about 20 minutes. East Carolina and Temple up in Philadelphia. As far as the top 25 is concerned, we have a handful of games in progress. Number 1, Ohio State struggling a little bit with Penn State. It's 17-14 Buckeyes at the half. Vanderbilt and Texas. Number 9 Vanderbilt, number 20 Texas. The Longhorns right now with a 24-10 halftime lead in that game. And then number 10 Miami and SMU all knotted up at 7. They're coming up on the end of the first half there. And then Houston, 14 unanswered points on West Virginia. The number 22 Cougars have knotted it up, 21 apiece. That game is down at TD-ECU Stadium in H-Town. Everyone else yet to get going. 2 o'clock, number 16 Louisville at Virginia Tech. 2:30, a bunch of games. Number 2 Indiana at Maryland. Number 5 Georgia and Florida in a neutral site game in Jacksonville. Number 12 Notre Dame at Boston College. Kansas State plays host to number 13 Texas Tech in Manhattan. And then at 2:45, Cal hosting number 15 Virginia. At 6 o'clock, a couple of games. Number 7 Ole Miss hosts South Carolina, and number 21 Michigan hosts Purdue. 6:30, you've got 3 games. Number 8 Georgia Tech is in Raleigh to face NC State. You've got number 14 Tennessee and number 18 Oklahoma battling it out in Knoxville. And then you've got number 23 USC in Lincoln to take on Nebraska. And the nightcapper is at 9:15. Number 24 Utah in Salt Lake City taking on number 17 Cincinnati. That's it for a look at scores from around the country here on the First State Bank halftime show. Again, we are at the intermission at DATQ Stadium in Denton, America. It is a 24-10 Mean Green advantage over the United States Naval Academy. We'll take a quick break, come back to Dave Barnett to break down some of the first half stats here on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Mean Green fans, support the 2025 UNT Home Team Partners for your home service needs. Green Eagle Roofing and Construction, owned and operated by UNT Hall of Fame linebacker Lance White, and Adams Exterminating, celebrating 65 years of service in Denton County. We encourage all of our fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today.
right here in Denton. Complete foot and ankle care of North Texas has provided comprehensive care for almost 20 years. Unlike any other podiatry office, we are a one-stop shop for all of your foot and ankle needs. From sports injuries, diabetic foot care and shoe dispensing, custom orthotics, wound care, x-rays and testing, lab services, surgery, our own full-service nail salon, and more. We offer excellent service and exceptional treatment. Call us at 866-490-FOOT today to schedule your appointment. That's 866-490-FOOT.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play, it's a mindset. Think of it as a two-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Ever think about insurance? Probably only when you need it. But at Higginbotham Insurance, we have over 650 insurance experts across Texas who think about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We'll help you identify your vulnerabilities and develop a plan for protecting you against them. Higginbotham provides every insurance service you need, whether it's home, car, health, or business and employees. We take the time to understand your unique insurance needs and create solutions that work for you and your budget. Global reach, local touch, single source. Higginbotham Insurance, a proud supporter of UNT Athletics.
North Texas teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of North Texas Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Mean Green Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Mean Green.
24-10, North Texas leading Navy at halftime on another 500 total yard pace. As we look at our first half Tom Clark Auto Parts stats, the Mean Green outgaining the Midshipmen of the first half, 264 yards to 185. Through the air, Mestemakers only had to throw it 13 times. He's completed 9 for 129 yards. Main weapon has been Caleb Hawkins, 17 carries, 132 yards. He is 8 yards shy of what's already his career high, 140 against South Alabama. He has all 3 touchdowns, 7.8 per carry. The Mean Green on the ground have only 3 more yards on their other 6 carries behind the 17 for Caleb. So on the ground for Navy, 154, most of that Horvath on 14 keepers, 80 yards. He is 5 of 7 for 31 yards through the air. First downs, Mean Green lead the nation. They have 13 so far, 11 for Navy. Navy has had the ball almost 19 minutes. 18:53, the Mean Green have had it barely 11 minutes, 11:04. They have averaged per completion 14.3, per rush 5.9. Navy averaging just over 6 yards both through the air and on the ground. Both teams perfect in the red zone. The Mean Green 4 for 4. Navy scored the only time they were there. Mean Green without Shane Witter, and defensively that has left them with Quentin Hammonds, the nickel, in instead of a linebacker like Witter. Ethan Weslowski already 8 tackles from the other outside linebacker spot. In the middle, Trey Fields has 7. And Parker and Cawley both lead Navy with 6 tackles apiece. Navy will get the second half kickoff. This will be about as important a drive as the Mean Green defense has faced all year, trying to keep Navy from making this a one-score game. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half, it was 21-3 Mean Green. So Navy hoping that they have started a comeback. We'll be back for the start of the second half when we return to Datku Stadium on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Marriott Hotel and Golf Club at Champion Circle is proud to be the exclusive hotel sponsor of UNT's Mean Green Athletics. Only 20 minutes away with 288 spacious rooms, on-site restaurants, state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and hot tub, with a perfect place for game day weekend. Host your event in our elegant hotel meeting spaces or the paddock, our rustic event venue perfect for weddings, corporate events, and more. Don't forget our 18-hole championship golf course. Check us out at Marriott.com/DFWMC or call 817-961-0800 to come stay and play.
One bad decision to drive under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or edibles could result in a DWI costing you up to $17,000 in fines and fees, the loss of a license, jail time, and the loss of trust from loved ones. Or worse, a lifetime of regret. Drive sober or it's game over. Help improve driver behavior in North Texas by visiting driveawareNTX.org.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And it's all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
Hey Mean Green fans, I am Randy Somm with Texas Regional Bank and a proud UNT alumni board member as well as an adjunct professor. Like UNT, we have a great team and Texas Regional Bank is proud to be part of this great community. Join me at our Texas Regional Bank tailgate trailer and let's talk Mean Green football. Go Mean Green, member FDIC and equal housing lender, NMLS number 804865.
On the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield, Mean Green Football is on the air. Brought to you by SeatGeek, Mellow Signs, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Dos Equis, Quick Car of Denton and Paloma Creek, and by Texas Regional Bank. Now, with the call of the second half, once again, Dave Barnett and Hank Dickinson.
Mean Green have dominated this game. They led 14-0 after one. Midway in the second quarter, 21-3. It's now 24-10. And about to start the second half by kicking off to Navy. Horvath has only thrown it 7 times, completed 5. They've run it 24 times. 14 of those by the Navy quarterback for 154 yards. He has 14 carries for 80. His leading receiver is Eli Heidenreich, 3 catches for 19. So my question for Nathan Toon is, what do the Mean Green do defensively now that they're without their leading tackler, Shane Witter, the rest of the way? Stay with the nickel and mostly Quentin Hammonds, or see if Samaje Burrell, an actual backup outside linebacker to Witter, can handle this?
Well, it appears like they're probably going to stick with the nickel. I guess they feel like Quentin Hammonds is, when they're top 11 best defenders without Witter, but at some point, you do need to see Samaje Burrell in there. He's still got, 3 or 4 games left in the season, and he needs to get some reps and some playing time in the event that Witter's season is done.
Losing Witter anytime is costly, but especially in this game where that tackling against the option and against Horvath. And what's on the line? I mean, Navy has been winning 10-3 a year ago. A win today, and they're 8-0 for only the second time in school history. And Dave, they were 9-0 in 1926. The trivia for Nathan is they shared a national title that year with what other schools? We'll let you think on that. Okay. 3 schools shared the national title.
One was from what would become the Pac-8, and then the Pac-10, and then the Pac-12, and now the Pac-2, and the other from the SEC.
That narrows it down.
Which was not the SEC yet.
I'm going to need a few more minutes to think about it.
Dave didn't give you much time on Golden Triangle Mall trivia, just know that.
Well, a key to this game was forcing a Navy fumble. It was the 18th forced turnover of the year for the Mean Green. That was on a missed exchange between Horvath and Chapman. One of those would come in handy on this opening possession of the second half.
Well, and the Mean Green have been so good at forcing teams into the turnovers, especially when they take it back over in the red zone. So Navy doesn't offer it up much, but they did in the first half, and the Mean Green defense, a much different animal under Skylar Cassidy. See if he has any wrinkles in the defensive attack that we've talked about.
Navy is not accustomed to only outrushing an opponent by 19 yards at halftime.
No. Man, it's precarious, though. They score here on this drive, and you're talking game on.
Well, Kali and Goomba, now in bright sunshine, will kick off into the slight breeze. 7 miles an hour out of the northeast when we started. It's now a perfect 60-degree, sun-splashed Saturday afternoon at Daku Stadium. So, Kali ready to approach. Isaiah Bryant waiting at the goal line. This is a high, short kick. They don't want Bryant to return anything. It's fair caught at the 30. for Navy by Gavin No, a backup tight end, and that's where they'll start. Besides Horvath, their next leading rusher, got most of it on his 31-yard touchdown. That's Chapman, 3 carries for 43. Teska held to just 4 carries, 21 yards, so better than 5 yards per carry, but not really a factor yet. And Heidenreich on end arounds, 3 carries, they've held him to 10. Only the one burst by Chapman represents Navy doing what they do to everybody, fooling the defense, and having a problem on the option. Under center on the first play, and a dive up the middle for Teska is faked, and Horvath keeps it around right end. It is pulled down finally by Weslowski, his 9th tackle after an 11-yard gain and a first down to the 41.
Got the matchup he wanted, but Weslowski with just enough speed to stay with him. Otherwise, that's a big breakaway.
Both these quarterbacks handle the ball so well on fakes. That time, Weslowski not faked out. Navy first down, sending 2 wide. Kent outside of Heidenreich. 2 in the backfield. Chapman and Teska on either side of Horvath from their own 41. It's the 4-man rush. Handoff coming left. Big hole for Chapman. Spin move, cuts it back. Another first down past midfield to the Mean Green 48.
Violent pirouette that spills Navy into Mean Green territory.
Navy now hustles to the line of scrimmage for a first down snap in Mean Green territory. Horvath under center, now looks to the far sideline. And Drew Cronick, second-year offensive coordinator, up and down the line, still going to take the snap under center. Heidenreich in motion. They slip the handoff to him, and he turns the left corner, shoved out. Another tackle by Weslowski, already at double figures, an 8-yard gain to the Mean Green 40 and out of bounds.
Picked up the corner and got past Patrick Smith-Young, who had a chance, but just gained the edge on him.
2nd and 2 from the 40. Quickly to the line. Horvath again under center. Teska behind him. A pause, looks to the far sideline. Horvath up and down the line. And now ready for the snap. For the Mean Green 40. The handoff again faked. Option pitch coming right. And there's room to the 30, to the 25. First down inside the 20. Heidenreich. Right at the 20-yard line.
Navy has come out with a purpose, and it really shows up on this opening drive of the second half.
It's like they're reminding everybody who they are. This is what they do to get to 7-0. Quick snap, another handoff. Heidenreich spins inside the 15 to the 14. Maybe the 13. Second and short coming. Boy, this is the first 3 minutes of the second half as Navy in position to turn what was a 21-3 deficit into 24-17. 2nd and 4 for the Mean Green 14.
Mean Green sub slowed down the motion.
Gutierrez this time is the running back, and not Teska. Horvath under center, as he has been most of this possession. Whistles, movements, they're going to back up 5. Will be the 5th midshipman penalty. Mean Green flagged 3 for 20 in the first half.
False start, number 79, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Again, Hoke Smith the second, their right guard, and their biggest lineman at 6'3", 317. One advantage the Mean Green have on both lines is size. Up front, they have a 300-pound guard, Penn Purvis, and then Smith, the other guard, 317. Everybody else sub 300. They stay with Gutierrez as the running back behind Horvath on now 2nd and 9 from the 19. Mean Green crowd the line of scrimmage. Gutierrez sneaks up, has a word with Horvath. Now back at his stance. Now Horvath looking to the far sideline as the play clock expires. Did they get
delay game?
We heard both.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Very un-Navy-like, those 2 penalties back-to-back.
Well, I guess. And takes him out of the red zone on back-to-back plays. Hoke Smith with his 2nd infraction a play ago. And then, not keeping track of the play clock. I guess it happens, Nathan, even to the best of them.
It does, but certainly something you can't have in that situation right there if you're Navy.
So now 2nd and 14, back to the Mean Green 24, and Teska has replaced Jackson Gutierrez in the backfield, which now has Horvath in the gun. Teska to his left. 2 wide out right. Handoff, Teska off right tackle, plunges inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. So there's 5 of the 14 they needed, and now 3rd and 9.
Mean Green trying to hope those back-to-back penalties will put them in a position to thwart this drive. When Horvath throws, though, he's averaging, 17 yards of completion.
Fresh sets of legs on there for the Mean Green. Both B.J. Allen and Quentin Hammonds are in, both the nickels. Rice and Hayes back in. 3rd and 9 from the 19. Full house on either side of Horvath in the gun. Drops the throw. Looking, rolling right. He will keep inside the 15, short of the first down at the 13. And so on 4th down, does Brian Newberry settle for 3. On 4th and 3, they will keep the offense on the field.
11 of 16 on the year on 4th down.
They're going to quick snap it. They need the 10. They're on the 13. Mean Green making a change. Getting Colin Lewis in for Armstead at right corner. Play clock at 5. Horvath under center. Teska behind him. 4th and 3. Handoff. Teska gets blown up, but Horvath kept it. He's going to walk in for a touchdown. Is there a better ball handler in college football? Touchdown Navy. It's 24-16. They have achieved their early 3rd quarter objective of making this a 1-score game.
Deft with an exclamation point, underlined bold. He just sells it so well. Texas took the punishment as the decoy, and Horvath waltzed in.
Only defenders who noticed Horvath had it noticed because he was already in the end zone. The extra point by Nathan Kirkwood makes it a 7-point game with 9:48 to go. 3rd quarter, now up to the Mean Green offense to answer. Their 18-point lead is now 24-17 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability. In the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right. As a special benefit to your membership, Texas Farm Bureau members can get 2 free tickets to North Texas football games. Just show proof of membership at the North Texas ticket office or get your 2 free tickets online at texasfarmbureau.org/sports. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members and is only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Football. Well, Blake Horvath now over 100 yards on the ground for the 6th consecutive game. 17 carries, 110 yards, and that touchdown to make it 24-17, 9:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. So, Nathan Toon, how much is the absence of Witter allowing Horvath to handle the option as well as he is?
Well, I think on that touchdown run, it looks like it definitely had an impact. He in most instances, there would have been a weak side linebacker right there for the quarterback, and there was nobody there.
So now, this is about as big an offensive possession as the Mean Green have had arguably all year.
Well, this defense for Navy has surrendered 30 or more points in their last 3 wins, and if the Mean Green can put 6 on the board, they'll be at 30. But that was the drive you thought Navy was capable of. Tom Clark Auto Park recap: 8 plays, 70 yards, 5 minutes, 12 seconds, and Blake Horvath, the author of everything good on that drive.
When you're out of town, you want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. Greetings also to our listeners on Sirius XM channel 380. As the Mean Green have seen their 18-point lead chopped to 7 by undefeated Navy. Now the offense ready to try and build the lead back, as the kickoff will sail through the back of the end zone for a touchback by Lance Gossett.
No time for panic, and we've never seen panic out of Drew Mestemaker. But, Nathan, if you look at this opening drive, Hawkins was such a big part of the first half. Stick with the run quite a bit, or you see him mix up the passing game more?
I think so. I think they're just kind of running the plays that the defense has given them. Navy's come out with a lot of too high safety look and light box counts, so I think that's why you've seen the commitment to the run the first half.
As you would expect against a quarterback that's doing what Drew Mestemaker is doing. Hawkins to his right, first down from the 25, high snap handle, handoff goes to Caleb, and they're ready for him, and gang tackle after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Lead blocker was Brandon Young Jr., who came in from the right side, but he really wasn't able to make any opening for Hawkins.
Who scrambles back to his spot, quick snap, play fake. Drew looking, fires it deep, has a man open, and it's caught over the shoulder. It's Cameron Dorner out of bounds near the Navy 30. One-on-one, easily blows past his corner and bumped out of bounds at the 30-yard line by Bryce Allen, a gain of 39 yards.
Chunk yardage and Dorner, they seem to go together. Spectacular touchdown catch a week ago.
From the Navy 33, Hawkins to the right of Mestemaker, who drops again to throw. Well protected. Short toss is caught by Landon Sides, and just a 1-yard gain, maybe 2 to the 31.
Big Julian Mutome in the face of the quarterback, and that happened in the first half. He almost broke up a play with pressure on the quarterback.
Limits that play to a yard officially. 2nd and 9 from the 32. 8.5 minutes to go, the fast-moving third quarter. Mean Green lined up in the right of the full house. Now 2 blocking backs on the left side as Mestemaker spins that way. Under pressure, runs into his own blocker, and down he goes back at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, friendly fire with the right guard, Johnny Dixon. Big guy couldn't get out of the way, and Mestemaker collided with his offensive lineman.
Second sack by Navy. Tackle Griffin Willis, junior from Austin Lake Travis, gets credit. So now 3rd and 14. Line to gain, the Navy 23. Under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. 3 out of 5 on third down. This is 3rd and long. 2 wide either side. 4-man rush. Drew sets up a screen for Caleb Hawkins, who is blown up and will lose yardage. Well, Navy's seen what Caleb can do, and they're a little more prepared for him here in the third quarter. That tackle back at the 38-yard line. And 4th and 15. If you had a kicker who had about a 54-yard leg, you'd maybe try a field goal. That is not the case for the Mean Green. They'll send Sawyer Evans on for what needs to be precision punting here. Chapman standing at his 10-yard line. So if this goes into the end zone, it will net the Mean Green all of just a few yards. Good snap. And a high end-over-end kick inside the 5. Bounces and is tapped back to the 1-yard line. They will say it was over the goal line, touchback. Dalton Carnes ended up with the ball tapped to him by B.J. Allen. It is not a coffin corner, and the Navy will get to start at the 20 after a timeout. They're within 7 with 6:48 to go in the third, 24-17. This is Mean Green Football from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability. In the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every building requires a strong foundation, and no one understands strength like Rhino Steel Buildings. We're a national company with 25 years of experience you can count on. Rhino buildings are durable, affordable, and completely customized, so you can create your dream building. Speak with a metal building specialist today and experience the Rhino difference. Visit rhinobldg.com. rhinobldg.com.
6:48 to go, third quarter. Navy has gotten this down to a 24-17 Mean Green lead and force a punt. They'll start on their own 20, but first we have some business to attend to. We have an honored dignitary at our booth. He looks familiar. He looks a lot like the Mean Green's all-time passing leader. Is it indeed Hall of Famer Mason Fine? Why, I believe it is. Mason, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How was the induction ceremony?
It was awesome. Hank did a great job asking the questions.
So the MC didn't mess it up?
No, he didn't mess it up.
I was in a lot of pressure to get done in an hour and a half. That's all Mosley kept saying was be done by 9:30. You and I could have talked for another hour. But... We could have kept on going, but no, it was awesome. It was set up right. Capper and his job did a great job, and just to see all the family and all the other inductees was just awesome. And talking about the old memories, but also create new memories.
You coached a game in Oklahoma last night?
I did. I got in at this morning at around 3:30.
Did you sleep?
I slept 2 hours. So
okay.
We went to bed around 4:30. Woke up, got dressed, went to the ceremony, and now I'm here. I'm gonna go eat with the family. Then I'm gonna have to go and take a nap at the hotel.
Are you driving back tonight?
No, I'm actually staying in Denton tonight.
That's a good decision.
But I got work tomorrow. Starting tomorrow on Sunday.
So that's what you're doing now, high school coaching where in Oklahoma?
Yeah, Muskogee, Oklahoma. So it's funny. It's, my old head coach was from Muskogee, and that's kind of how you knew Seth Luttrell, and that's where Seth Luttrell graduated high school from, Muskogee.
So I'm really interested in your view on Drew Mestebaker not having played at all in 3 years at high school and jumping in at this level. How do you make sense of that?
You don't. It's an unbelievable story, and I've been keeping close, in touch with North Texas football, and it's just amazing what he's done throwing the ball.
Well, Navy ready to go from their 20, down 7. Handoff off left tackle. There goes Teska. Turns the corner up the sideline. He goes bumped out of bounds by Armstead at the 37-yard line. 17 yards, and the Navy running game is clicking.
Yeah, lucky it was the short side of the field. He just ran out of real estate. But Navy, in this second half, doing exactly what they have to do to put the pressure on the Mean Green.
Teska, not that much of a factor, but that 17-yarder gives him now 43 yards on 6 carries. 2 years ago, he had 137 on 17 carries and 2 touchdowns. So first down from their 37. And they fake the end around to Chapman. Horvath keeping it. Not much room. That time the defense was ready for the keeper. They hold him to a pickup of 1.
And Fields really shouldering a bigger load with that injury to Witter. He brought the lumber hard on that. Quarterback felt it.
Navy playing tempo, scrambling to the line. Horvath under center on 2nd and 9. Now, Up and down the line. Teska behind him. They don't shift. Stay with Horvath under center, and whistles and flags. This is going to be another false start.
False start. Number 24, offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Brandon Chapman, that is their 7th penalty for 50 yards. Mean Green just 3 flags for 20.
Not at all what you expect out of a service academy, and they just had the jitters up front.
So now up to the defense to take advantage of this. They were not able to on the first Navy drive of this half. 2nd and 14 back at their 33, and it's Horvath in the gun. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Mean Green showing 4-man front. Chapman goes in motion. Handoff is fake. Throw is behind Heidenreich and incomplete.
Boy, it looked obvious he was going to go to his go-to receiver. Colin Lewis had the coverage, and yeah, I think he just turned around in this high sky and lost it.
So 3rd and 14, and the defense has got to get the stop here.
Take advantage of the penalty, take advantage of the rare incompletion. Yeah, this is big-time stuff here.
Maybe 5 of 8. But unsuccessful on their last 2 tries on 3rd down. Teska remains the back to the left of Horvath in the gun. Snap back. Horvath steps up, feels some heat. Chased, floats a pass. One-handed interception. Quentin Hammonds in midfield. A floater intended for the tight end, Jake Norris. A one-handed pick by Hammonds.
Well, there's the nickel being forced to play because of the injury to Witter, and Hammonds makes the nickel come up with a big, big play. Time for another stone-cold celebration.
Horvath rolling, forced to throw it, and just a bit of an underthrow. So the offense takes over right at the 50. All right, Mason Fine, call the play.
I think it's going to be... See, they're in 20 personnel here. They think sweep to the left. Complete shot in the dark right here.
All right. Hawkins and Sibley both in the backfield on either side of Mestebaker in the gun. Now Sibley in motion. Making trips right.
Nope.
Here comes the swing pass, and it's Hawkins with a block. Tripped up, though. Before he can turn it into a big gainer, he'll settle for 6 yards to the Navy 44.
Wrecked by Cauley, the inside linebacker. Remember, he's averaging better than 15.5 yards after the catch. Good job by the linebacker.
So 2nd and 4 from the 44. Still both backs on either side of Mestebaker. This time motion by Sibley. Out to the left. A handoff goes to Hawkins. Hit immediately and dropped for a loss back to the 45. What is Navy doing differently against Caleb Hawkins this half, Mason?
I think they're just being a little bit more disciplined in their assignments and their gaps. And then just tackling. He broke a lot of tackles in the first half. And then... you know, and Navy's probably had the emphasis on halftime to wrap up and, you know, pursuit to the ball. I saw them doing pursuit drill at halftime. So,
well, here's 3rd and 5 from the Navy 45 after a takeaway at the 50. Got to get at least 1 first down. Handoff Sibley spins out of an arm tackle. Kiefer has the first down to the Navy 36.
Boy, and you needed that right there to keep the chains moving. North Texas on the move again. Fast-moving 3rd.
Empty backfield. Hawkins is wide right. Trips left. Throw to that side. Caught by Young, who's tripped up and upset because he was ready to turn that into a big gainer, and he'll settle for 5 to the 31.
Cauley has made a couple saving tackles at ankle level. Another guy coming off a big game against FAU.
Make it Hawkins on that first down carry, not Sibley. And now at 143 yards on 20 carries, Caleb. This is 2nd and 5. 3:15 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Mean Green trying to add to what's now just a 7-point lead. It was 18. Handoff, cut back up the middle. Short of the first down by maybe a foot at the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Shawnee, Oklahoma. We keep getting good kids from Oklahoma, Mason.
So it'll be a quick snap in the gun. The handoff is stuffed, and this is going to be no gain for Hawkins. So Navy drew up a lot of number 24 on their whiteboard at halftime, and it's 4th and 1.
Well, he's been a workhorse, but at some point you begin to run out of gas, right? That was a tough one to try to get.
Miles Coleman will check in for Hawkins on 4th and 1 at the Navy 27. Clock rolling under 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. 24-17 Mean Green. Led throughout. We're going to add to the lead here. They had all 4 wideouts left. Now Coleman in motion, stopping and going wide right. As Drew looks to throw, and it is a reaching grab by Coleman, just enough for the first down at the 25. Not Drew's best pass. It was thrown low and behind him. Miles made the adjustment.
Looked like it was going to be a bounce pass.
Almost was, but a fresh set of downs under the final 2 minutes of the third. At the Navy 25, they again go empty, trips left. Mestemaker against the blitz, gets rid of it, and in traffic, incomplete. Intended for Coleman at the 5. Flag is down, though, back in the Mean Green backfield. They're going to get North Texas for holding.
Holding, number 67. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Left tackle Braden Nelson.
Yeah, he had the incredulous look like, what? There's no way it's me. But that flag came in right in the middle. And Mestemaker had to hurry the throw. He was getting pressure coming in from his left side.
Backs it up to the 35 and makes it 1st and 20. 1:45 to go in the third. Hawkins to Drew's left. Trips left. Now motion by Trey Williams. The handoff for Caleb. A little bit of a hole. Slips through it inside the 25. And from there, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Another punishing run for Hawkins. That's a rough tackle at the end of it, but he pops right back up.
Now, the perfect scenario here for the Mean Green is score at the end of the third quarter, make it a 2-touchdown Navy deficit. Clock rolling, 1:15 and counting. 2nd and 10 from the Navy 25. Long count. Drew looks to throw and fires it. He's got sides inside the 10. It's caught at the 7, and it's 1st and goal.
Right inside the corner, Hamilton, and that ball was right where it needed to be. Tough catch in traffic.
19 yards. They say he made the 6, and it's 1st and goal from there. Hawkins behind Mestemaker in the pistol handoff. Caleb, he'll walk in his 4th touchdown. 30-17. A historic day with another quarter still to go for Caleb Hawkins. 24 carries, 163 yards, 4 touchdowns.
If you played him in fantasy, you're winning. Epic first half with 3 touchdowns, and now back at it, and the rushing touchdown count continues to go up.
Yeah, Mean Green trailed Navy by 2, 28-26 before today. They have erased that margin, and Guma for the extra point. Good. 46 seconds to go in the quarter, and it's 31-17. Timeout of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, and flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King Insurance has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream. Beth Marie's now makes over 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. And of course, you are going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green football games at DAC Stadium.
What do UNT, Super Pit, Embassy Suites, Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning Embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
Still 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mean Green back up 14 now, 31-17 after the fourth touchdown by Caleb Hawkins, 24 carries, 163 yards. Mason, you know Oklahoma high school football as well as anyone. You played it, now you're coaching it. How does a Caleb Hawkins slip through the grasp of Oklahoma State and OU? And would they have maybe preserved Mike Gundy's job if he had signed him?
I don't know. I mean, you see it all the time, right? I think it's a small school, you know, there in Oklahoma, and it's just, you know, they're going after probably the stars and stuff with the recruiting, and, you know, they kind of overlook this, you know, the in-state of Oklahoma, and then, you know, North Texas comes up and grabs them late.
It sounds exactly like the Mason Fine story to me.
I guess so. But there's been tons of great recruits come out of the state of Oklahoma, and especially there in Shawnee, that, you know, there's been a lot. I think Patrick Cobbs is from around that same area, being the running backs coach. So
you got a chance to play pro ball up in Canada. What was that experience like?
It was awesome. I mean, you get paid to play the game you love.
Well, you could do that now.
That is true.
You're just born a few years too young.
Yeah, a few years.
That T-shirt would have made you a lot more money.
Yeah, just missed out, but I mean, it was fun. It was a great experience. Got to travel all around Canada, the east side all the way to the west side, and it was awesome. Created a lot of great relationships, met a lot of great people, and continued to learn the game of football in the Canadian way.
What was the coldest weather you ever had to play in?
It was semifinals back in 21. It was minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
That was not the wind chill, that was the temperature?
It was the temperature outside.
Okay, now that was the
degrees Fahrenheit.
That was the wind chill in the ice bowl.
Yeah, the wind chill was worse.
Temperature. What was the wind chill?
I don't know. It had to be around, if I had to assume, because it was a little bit windy, it probably minus 45, I would have to say.
How do you throw passes in that weather?
Well, luckily at the time I was the backup, so I was I did it. So I was just kind of like, hey, hopefully he stays healthy and stays warm, because I can't feel my feet right now or my hands, so it's gonna not be very good if I had to go in.
Even with, I'm sure, gloves on, you still couldn't. Oh wow.
Yeah, gloves, helmet warmers, all that stuff.
It's 60 degrees today, and Guma's kick will boom through the end zone. Touchback.
Mason, Zach Babb here. I'm the CFL, guy of this room, if you will. Talk about the 69-yard Hail Mary against Calgary that you threw in the 23 season.
Yeah, so in 23 I was the backup. Our starter Trevor Harris went out in the fourth quarter with a pretty bad leg injury. We were down 14 and kind of went down a scoring touchdown, and then, we had about 40 seconds left and ended up trying to throw in a Hail Mary on third down, which was fourth down in the CFL, and so we scored with about 20 seconds left. Unfortunately, Calgary kind of went down there and scored a last-second field goal.
Navy down 14, 46 seconds to go in the third quarter, taking over at their 25. With Teska and Chapman in the backfield. Option now dropping the throw. Horvath throws back across to the far sideline. The catch is made by Heidenreich, but immediately knocked down by Patrick Smith-Young short of the first down, a gain of 8 to the 33.
Good recovery by Patrick Smith-Young. He got there just in time, almost in time to dislodge the ball.
Under center this time. First down. Got 8 on 2nd and 2. A handoff for Teska, and maybe a yard, and he's gang tackled and slammed backwards. They'll give him the 34. It'll be 3rd and 1 when the fourth quarter begins. I don't think they're going to get to the line or even attempt to, as the final seconds elapse in the third quarter, with the Mean Green leading 31-17. Do we need to let you go, Mason? Do you need a nap between quarters?
Oh, I may. It's been a long day, but it's been an awesome, fun day. Just getting back home at the university and seeing so many family and friends. It's been an amazing day so far.
Well, I wanted to make the call to you to break the news, and you were as elated as I figured you would be.
Yeah, it was one of the best phone calls I've ever received, so I appreciate it. And, man, it's just an awesome goal achieved. And, I just, in my ceremony, I just thanked, the inductee commission, the selection committee, and just every relationship that I've created, past, present, or the future. I mean, it's just been so many great, wonderful people I've met, and so happy to call this place home.
There was no discussion. You were first ballot, unanimous, and Dave will back me up on that.
There was zero discussion. Okay, Mason said, who are the others?
Yeah.
All right. Well, be safe on your trip home. Enjoy the fourth quarter.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, and hopefully North Texas close this one out and get this win.
Mason Fine, all-time leading passer. Timeout, ready for the fourth quarter when we come back to Datku Stadium. The Big Green Sports Network from Learfield.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dos with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dos with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Raising Cane's has been feeding hungry fans since 1996. This football season, Cane's is serving up their delicious cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, fresh coleslaw, buttery Texas toast, and tangy Cane's sauce. And it's all available to order pregame at RaisingCanes.com or on their mobile app. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Proud sponsor of UNT Athletics.
Fourth quarter at DATQ Stadium. We'll start with the Mean Green leading Navy 31-17. They have now scored at least 30 each of their first 9 games. That has never happened before this year. Caleb Hawkins is at 163 yards on 24 carries, 4 touchdowns. He and Lance Dunbar, the only players with multiple games of 4+ rushing touchdowns. And the Mean Green now with 2 takeaways, cashing in the Quentin Hammonds interception. 90 points off turnovers, getting closer to the all-time record of 111 points off turnovers in 2011.
Leading after 3 quarters on the season, the Mean Green 6-0. Leading after 3 quarters in the Eric Morris era, 15-0. It's going to be hard to hold on against Navy, but they're up 31-17 with 15 minutes left.
Through 3, the Mean Green have outgained them 361 to 292. Best-to-maker is 16 to 20 for 199. Hawkins, as we said, 163. Leading pass catcher is Young again, 5 catches for 52 yards. Horvath through the air is 6 to 10 for 39 yards, 1 interception. Horvath on the ground, 18 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown, averaging better than 6 yards per carry. Chapman, 4 for 54 yards. Heidenreich, 6 for 44. Teska, 7 carries for 44 yards. Heidenreich, their leading receiver, 4 catches for 27. Navy now going right to left for the fourth quarter. They'll start with a 2nd and 1 from their own 34-yard line. And the give goes up the middle for Teska, who bulls his way to the first down, and a couple more to the 37.
Nathan, at this point, when does Navy have to consider that the run game can't get them where they need to?
I don't think this drive is the one for them. If they can get points here and a turnover, I think there's plenty of time. But if they don't get points here or have to punt quickly, I think they're going to be looking to start throwing the ball.
Well, they start the fourth quarter huddling, so they're not in a big hurry yet. Snap back in the gun. Handoff, Chapman turns it upfield and is going to be close for a first down, spilled at the 46 after a gain of 9.
Boy, he's a quick cut guy, and he's had good feel for the turf, but there is an injured midshipman. Looks like a lineman slow to get up.
Yes,
sitting. It's a timeout for an injury to an offensive player.
Sitting around the 42-yard line. Definitely an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So this stops the clock with 14 minutes, 15 seconds to play, as we try to pick up the number of the jersey. Help to his feet. It is the left tackle, Sean Crowley, a sophomore from Glen Arm, Maryland.
His backup, a sophomore, Connor Heater, out of Brookfield, Ohio. This is an offensive lineman that has great rhythm and a lot of time playing with one another. So you lose a big guy up front, that can be disconcerting.
Another extra timeout for both coaches, while Sean Crowley's helped off the field. And now ready for 2nd and 1, Navy from their 46-yard line, with Teska behind Horvath. under center. Snap. Handoff. Teska through the middle again. First down. Powers his way to the 46 of the Mean Green.
Big guys up front have to do their job, and that center, Cam Nichols, blew up the A-gap.
Teska checking out, replaced by Jackson Gutierrez in the backfield. Ryan Newberry allowing them to huddle, still trying to stretch the clock. They have had it right at 26 minutes. The Mean Green a little over 18 minutes. So 1st and 10, the North Texas 46. And the handoff goes to Gutierrez, turns the corner. He's got a first down, slung down by Davion Armstead at the 30. 16 yards for Gutierrez.
One of the rare guys on a 3-deep as a running back and a quarterback.
Sophomore from San Antonio, J. Back in is Teska. Behind Horvath under center. From the Mean Green 30, 1st and 10. Navy down 14. They have never led. They faced their biggest deficit of the season, 18 points. Middle of the second quarter when it was 21-3. The give is faked. The pitch goes to Heidenreich. He's blown up by the corner, David Fisher. That time, the Mean Green ready for that option pitch at the 27.
Well, they've seen it enough. They're starting to make adjustments, and Fisher, a guy that we weren't sure was going to play, thankfully is healthy enough to go.
Yeah, he and Armstead both were question marks. Both starting corners. Ethan Westlowski's led this defense, especially since the injury to Witter. Ethan had a career-high 12 tackles through 3 quarters. 2nd and 7. Option pitch is faked. Horvath keeps, brought down at the 26. Now he gets the late pitch to Heidenreich, and Heidenreich has the first down. Horvath got rid of it just in time, and Heidenreich takes it to the Mean Green 17.
How did he get rid of that, Nathan?
I'm not sure. He kind of looked like Houdini out there.
Wow, talk about last minute and accurate.
Yeah.
That's where it could be reckless, but turns out to be a really efficient play. They're going to look at it?
Maybe his knee was down.
The ruling on the field, the quarterback was not down before he pitched the ball.
Well, you know what? I think
he
might well have been down. This is going to be, I think, a lengthy review. We got a chance to see the ESPN2 feed live, and it very much looked like he might have executed that pitch because he's already got a knee down.
Boy, and every one of these things is pivotal right now.
It's going to be bang, bang, whatever the decision. So, as it stands, it's 1st and 10, Midshipmen at the Mean Green 17.
What started in Stillwater has made its way to the wing. Shirtless men with shirts in their arms.
Boy, I think they're going to say he was down before the pitch, but if they don't, it's not going to be horrible and shocking. But I think his knee was down and the ball's still in his hand. But it's one of these frame by frame. He's got Quentin Hammonds on his back. Now we get an end zone look. Knee down, seems to still have the ball.
Meanwhile, Dave, look at the migration into the wing. It could get full at this point.
There are a lot of shirtless young men who have appeared at the top of the wing.
And a lot of people that want to join them, so this is intriguing. A big call on the field and a strange occurrence in the north end zone wing.
Maybe it'll become a tradition.
Not in the radio booth, I guarantee you that.
Well, it's warmed up to 66, so I guess...
Still keeping it on.
Yeah. Well, and I think they know exactly what will attract the ESPN cameras. We get one more look from the opposite end zone now. With, again, just instantaneous pitch after the knee. Seems to be down. Here comes the call from Edwin Lee.
At the further review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
All right, so they decide just not clear enough to overrule it, and that's not shocking.
Boy, he's really good at the last-minute pitch. And as Barry Switzer would say, he kept his pitch perspective.
And the shirtless group at the top of the wing now getting their airtime on ESPN2.
Not on YouTube. And I am bitter.
First down, Mean Green 17, 12-11 to go. Navy trying to cut into a 31-17 deficit with Teska behind Horvath. Under center for this snap. No wideouts. Tightly bunched. Now they spread out. Heisenreich goes wide right. Kent wide left. Teska next to Horvath in the shotgun. Rolling right. Looking to throw. Short toss is incomplete. Intended for Chapman. Thrown a little bit in front of him.
Well, you're always worried when they release Heidenreich because he is the all-time leading receiver, but instead trying to go underneath.
2nd and 10, still from the 17. Once again, they start with Horvath under center. Teska behind him, now looking to the far sideline. But staying with only one wide out, wide right. Handoff goes to Teska, slams down to the 13-yard line. And from there, 3rd and 5.
Met by Ethan Weslowski, whose tackle numbers continue to ratchet way up.
For a career-high tackles through 3 quarters. Shane Witter injured early in the first half. So the Mean Green have been without their leading tackler on the year for most of this game. 3rd and 6 for the Midshipmen. Horvath back in the gun, trips right, Teska to his left. Clock down near 11 minutes to go. Play fake, option pitch. Chapman trying to turn the corner, brought down short of the first down at the 10, maybe the 9.5-yard line, and it's 4th and 1.5 from there for the first down.
Sandwiched by Trey Fields and who else? Ethan Weslowski. A loss of Witter to injury, but those 2 linebackers have been big today.
4th down and call it 1. Gutierrez in the backfield for Teska. Horvath looking far sideline. Play clock at 10. They need the 7 for a first down from the 9. And now timeout.
Timeout. North Texas, their first of the half.
So that stops the clock with 10:28 remaining. And the Mean Green leading 31-17 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Tempted to decorate for the holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Guarantee Bank and Trust says go Mean Green with Guarantee Green free checking. Guarantee Bank and Trust is proud to offer flexible free checking options for businesses and individuals. Since 1913, Guarantee Bank and Trust has proudly served Texas communities. Visit one of our 33 locations to experience community banking at its best. Guarantee Bank and Trust, the relationship bank. Member FDIC.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
So the timeout called by the Mean Green with 10:28 to go before Navy goes 4th and 3 from just inside the Mean Green 10. Nathan, in a situation like that, does the defensive coordinator, Skylar Cassidy, has the ability on his own to call timeout?
I think Coach Cassidy does here. A lot of places they don't have that latitude, but when you've got your head coach who's also an offensive play caller, sometimes they give the defensive coordinator more latitude because the head coach can be looking at film or working with the offense and may not be fully tuned in while they're on defense.
But the disadvantage is now you've given this creative Navy offense a little bit more time to re-scheme.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the defensive timeout in that scenario, and even less of a fan of a special teams timeout in a situation like that.
Could be a huge moment in the game, though, if the Mean Green D can come up with a stop, and maybe they needed some time just to, as we always say, reconnoiter. They've been tasked with an awful lot of hard duty today.
Yeah, if you're short a guy or you're discombobulated in any way as a defense, I'm fine with it there, but you definitely give the offensive staff time to come up with something that they probably didn't call the first time around.
Navy successful on their only previous fourth down conversion today. They came in top 20 nationally, 69% success rate on fourth down.
Yeah, now 12 of 17. It's a biggie here.
So they break the huddle. Just inside the 10, line to gain. Mean Green 7 for the first down. If they can't get 7 points here. It's Teska behind Horvath. Under center, tight formation. No wideouts. Play of the game right here for the Midshipmen. Now Horvath dropping back into the gun. Chapman and Teska on either side. And a long count. Takes the handoff, keeps it wrapped up. This is going to be very close, and I don't know if he got the first down. The Mean Green that time not fooled. They think they got the stop. They haven't unpiled it yet. We haven't seen an indication by a referee yet. Mean Green defense is off the field. Navy saying, no, we got it. From where they're spotting it, they do not have it. The Mean Green hold on fourth down inside their 10.
Well, maybe that timeout was well-timed because the Mean Green were ready, and there was a lot of misdirection on that play to have to negotiate.
There was. I think Horvath actually made the wrong decision on that one. The running back looked like he might have walked in if he would have handed that one off.
The ruling on the field, the runner was short of the line to gain. That play is under further review.
Not over yet.
Well, of course. Fans not happy about that. Where they've marked it is the 8. So, I mean, where they've marked it, it's not closer than maybe 2 feet. It's not a matter of inches. So they'll have to revisit the mark, but he was gang tackled.
We rarely see the chain gang anymore, but isn't it called for here? Boy, his forward progress looked to be stopped.
Yeah, and it was unanimous. Mean Green defense, all 11, looked at that stick. They looked where they'd placed the ball, and they raced off the field. They said, job done.
But Navy stayed out there just to create some doubt, right? I mean, they didn't move. Offensive line was already set.
Boy, we see a replay, and you're exactly right, Nathan. If he gives to Chapman, that is a walk-in touchdown. Instead, he ran right into the waiting arms of Ethan Day and about 4 of his teammates. I'm not sure how long this replay review needs to be. But a rare bad decision by future Lieutenant J.G. Blake Horvath. I think maybe the first bad decision I've ever seen him make. ESPN2 giving him all the possible angles for this replay, and at no point does he approach the 7-yard line. Here's the call.
After further review, the ruling of the field is upheld. First down, North Texas.
All right, so they've upheld both. One for each team correctly, and the Mean Green offense now trying to gouge out some breathing room starting from their own 8. But still up by 14.
And if you're just joining us, Caleb Hawkins is in the middle of the kind of monster game that Drew Messemaker had a week ago.
Yeah, Caleb at 163 yards on 24 carries, 4 touchdowns. All the Mean Green touchdowns. Messemaker's only thrown it 20 times, 16 completions for 199. They've run it 31 times. First down out of the hand from the gun goes to Caleb and up the middle to the 11, maybe the 12. They'll give him the 12 and blow him dead there.
We haven't talked enough about him probably today, but Landon Robinson, that nose tackle, can plug a gap, and he did there.
And you know what? We haven't talked about him because he hasn't made any big plays. Pro Football Focus says he is the best pass-rushing interior defensive lineman in the country. Came in 5.5 sacks, 6.5 tackles for loss. Not much of a factor today. Senior from Fairlawn, Ohio. Now the Mean Green taking all the time they can. Play clock just now under 10. 2nd and 6 from their 12. And another handoff for Caleb. Tries to cut it back up the middle and churn for the first down. Not quite. He's going to be short by about 1.5 yards.
Run game, trying to get away from that north end zone. But Navy not making it easy.
And now this will be a quick tempo snap on 3rd and 1. And another give to Hawkins, and he has the first down with just maybe a foot to spare. Up to the 19. And the clock now, if you're Brian Newberry, is the sword of Damocles. It's down to 9 minutes remaining. You're down 31-17, and you just got stopped inside the 10.
And he's got all 3 of his timeouts left. Eric Morris has 2.
Trips right. Long count on first down. Hand off again up the middle for Hawkins and plunges forward to 2 to the 21. And they'll take their time on piling.
I think I'll tell you, that pile up costly for a couple guys for Navy. Slow to get up and get out of it.
Mean Green just churned through another couple of first downs. Get 3-4 more minutes off the clock. Even if they don't score. Navy needing 2 touchdowns, and almost half the fourth quarter is gone. 2nd and 8 now from the 21. Hawkins still to the right of Estebaker. 2 wideouts either side as Crew drops to throw, and the short toss is caught. Short gain to the 24 by Trey Williams, the tight end. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Right to the coverage by the strong safety Sessi, who wasn't about to let go after the contact.
Giuseppe Sessi, junior from San Antonio Reagan High School.
20 Texans on the roster for the Midshipmen. Not surprising.
Yep, 4th behind Florida, Georgia, and Maryland, populating the Navy roster. 3rd and 5 now from the 24. Exactly the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Rolling right, Drew looking, guns it. It's a first down. Cameron Dorner at the 30 with 1 yard to spare. Not targeted much today. He's made 2 huge first down catches.
He's a money guy, and Drew Mestemaker trusts him on the clutch pass.
Some of the best hands in college football. We see it every week, especially the left-handed, one-handed grab to start the scoring in Charlotte last week.
How could that not have been in the top 10 that night?
You got me. Don't work at Bristol anymore. Don't understand their decisions anymore. First down, Mean Green from their 30. Clock rolling, 6:45 to go. And a handoff, looking for a cutback angle. Hawkins will be limited to 1 yard to the 30, well, maybe 1 yard. To the 31, 2nd down and 9. Now, if you're Nathan, if you're Brian Newberry, you're at 6.5 minutes. When do you start calling timeouts?
You know, right there might have been a good opportunity to call one with a 2nd and long. But yeah, you got to start thinking about it for sure if you're Navy.
They do not have to snap it until 6 minutes remaining. Still 15 on the play clock, and they're just standing and letting time drip, drip, drip away from the Midshipmen.
Bleeding like a wound.
Hawkins shifts to Mestemaker's left. He'll get the snap with 1 on the play clock. Hand it to Caleb, wrapped up immediately for a loss.
Well, there he is.
Navy has figured out whatever happens, they're not going to let Caleb Hawkins run free again as they did in the first half. Clock still rolling, 5:49 and counting. This will be a 3rd and 12 from the Mean Green 28.
And there was Landon Robinson behind the line of scrimmage to make the kind of play that he's known for from that nose guard position.
6 feet 287, and their biggest defensive player. Mean Green offensive line populated by 300-plus pound linemen. So 3rd and 12. Navy ready to come all out after Mestemaker, crowding the line. Here they come. Snap back. Pass is over the head of Miles Coleman. at the 38-yard line. So the Mean Green will punt it away with 5:15 remaining, but they took a good amount of time off the clock for a Navy team needing somehow 2 touchdown drives.
Sawyer Evans doesn't always hit boomers, but he always gets really good hang time. So you'd love to see another fair catch here. And you just want a nice clean snap. Evans has great catch radius, former quarterback receiver.
Brandon Chapman standing at his 35-yard line. Low snap. Evans handles it. End over end punt will go out of bounds. And we'll see where they mark it out of bounds. So it was unreturnable, but not much in the distance category. Only to the 42-yard line with 5:08 remaining, down 31-17. Navy ball when we come back to DATQ Stadium. The Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have insurance specialists across Texas thinking about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, health, business, or employees, Higginbotham has you covered. Higginbotham is a place that leads with values, so your value leads.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play, it's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
See you at the Union. DATQ is officially the only financial institution to serve UNT students, faculty, and staff with a unique location in the UNT Student Union. With more than 12 additional branches and 55,000 ATMs around the world, DATQ is the local credit union with a global reach. Visit us at datcu.org to become a member and learn why we are more than just a credit union. We're a hometown partner for all your financial needs. Insured by NCUA.
Navy's 10-game winning streak and 7-0 record is on the line here. 5:08 remaining. They trail 31-17. They take over after a short punt of their own 42-yard line, which means, Hank Dickinson, we bring in the closer.
The closer, the man that runs this city. We bring in Mayor Gerard Hudspeth. His record impeccable in the fourth.
How do you manage that? How do you finish off all these wins?
Man, you know, I just know Denton, Texas is a scary place. It's desert-like. It's
Well, it's the Halloween is now over, so the 31 days of Halloween now turns into one big day of football.
That's right. Yes. What a great day. Great weather right on the heels of that. We got a bunch of fans that I hope have at least SPF 50 on them. The shirtless fans there. I hope they put on their sunblock. Great day. And then did you see that on social media, Johnny Quinn, the former Olympian, said he was going to be here today?
That is a big day.
Yeah. No,
all the way from McKinney? Johnny Quinn?
Well, I mean,
it's an hour and a half drive on 380.
We had Mason Fine, all-time leading passer up here, so
nice.
It's been a pretty good day here in the booth.
I'm a Mason Fine fan.
How can you not be?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mayor, do your magic. Now, what needs to happen here?
Yeah. No, I think we can get him off and start taking... finish it out. So get a stop here and then finish it out.
Well, if they decide it's time to throw every down, Blake Horvath is 6 of 11 for 39 yards. On the ground, he's at 112 on 19 carries and a touchdown. In the pistol option, dropping back, now looks to throw. Hit as he delivers. He's got Heidenreich at the 30 and wrapped up there. So they go to the air to Eli Heidenreich, their all-time leading touchdown pass catcher. Patrick Smith-Young brings him down just at the 29 and a quick first down. So Horvath to Heidenreich, something for the final 4:46 for Navy to work on. Dropping, throwing, and again caught, and again a first down. Slung down out of bounds by Tyran Stewart at the 17.
On that previous play, Ethan Day and Brycian Hayes almost finished off Horvath, but boy, he has escapability and able to deliver that pass to put them in the red zone.
Clock rolling under 4.5 minutes. Navy down 31-17. First down, Mean Green 17. Teska to the left of Horvath in the gun. Drops looking to throw. Fade for Heinreich. Intercepted at the goal line. Quentin Hammonds again. Second pick of the day for the sophomore from Allen. I'm going to call that defensive play of the year.
I mean, both interceptions have been clutch. One on the sidelines was a masterpiece, and there it begins yet another stone-cold celebration. I mean, I think a lot of shirts are going to come off before this is over with.
Yeah, none up here, man.
It's radio. We picked the picture for you.
I was halfway there. Y'all stopped me just in time. Once it gets going. When he takes that
out.
off.
4:16 remaining. Mean Green Ball still leading 31-17 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Hey, Mean Green fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. Let's go Mean Green! SeatGeek.
Zach Babb back here with you at the mobile Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. Before we go any further, though, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the Mean Green Sports Network. Couple scoring up
today after none last week. That gives them 20, which I think at the moment's got to lead the nation again. But the Mean Green have been most of the year. Trips right. Early movements. This looks like the tackle, Griffin Willis.
Willis.
If they say 95 from Midshipmen.
Offside, number 95, defense. 5-yard penalty, results the first down.
That is Willis, the junior from Austin Lake Travis.
Boy, and for the first time all game, the look of dejection on that Navy front line, which includes Robinson.
And they're not using their timeouts.
No?
And that's really surprising. Clock rolling, 3:35 and counting. Still 18 on the play clock.
Can't take them with you.
They've got all three.
Almost makes you want to say, what you talking about, Willis?
Handoff. Hawkins trying to find an alley. Off right tackle. Tumbles to the 38. So there's a pickup of 6. Now Navy will stop the clock with 3:18.
6.5. 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 3:22. 3:22.
So 4 seconds put back on the clock. Both teams now with 2 timeouts. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Mean Green.
Well, it was a great month of October in your city, Mr. Mayor, but this is a great way to start November.
Oh, man. Yeah, and it's great to return the favor. We came into a game here undefeated, and unfortunately that one got away from us. So to send somebody out of here with an L, hopefully, after being undefeated is good. It just feels good. Great turnout again today as well.
Mean Green were somehow able to host conference championship game. What would that mean for the city?
Oh, man. I just see more and more people paying attention, more and more people coming to the games. I think that would have a significant effect on the fan. I mean, just them roaring today, you could hear it. It's just different.
Well, UTSA blowing out one of the teams in the same category as the Mean Green the other night, Tulane. Big help for the Mean Green. Now ready to go. 2nd and 4 from the 38, 3:22 on the clock. And this time they're ready to blow up Sibley, who slipped in for Caleb for a loss back to the 36. Game tackle there.
Timeout. Navy. Their 2nd and a half. 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 3:18. 3:18.
So again, they still need 2 possessions. They got to score twice, and they waited until under 4 minutes to use these timeouts.
Now, back-to-back bundling. Well, you know, Mayor, you're good at fixing things. Can you get ESPN back on YouTube TV for us? Is that anything you could concentrate
Use
on
all
now?
your power.
Yeah, I need to make a phone call there. Sounds like, and get that back together. That'll couple up well with my tweet to the Dallas Stars on why they should be in Denton for their next home.
Well, just get your Abe Lincoln, your Spielberg version of Abe Lincoln up, and remind yourself you are clothed in immense power.
There you go.
Make the call.
Somehow I feel like I'd be like that king on the Derrick Henry commercial. I feel like I just wouldn't fit there, but we'll go with it. What's the worst that could happen?
Ready to go. 3rd and 6 now. The Mean Green from their own 36, and Sibley is still the running back to the right of Mestabaker. Navy crowding the line. I think they jumped off sides again. Free play, wide open, caught by Williams. Left sideline at the 40, brought down at the 37. If that indeed was offsides, Navy, the Mean Green are in business in Navy territory.
Offside, number 35, defense. The penalties decline. The result of the play is 1st down.
Luke Pierce, the outside linebacker. Their 2nd leading tackler. Huge game against the Mean Green 2 years ago, flagged again. Mean Green 1st down, the Navy 38, 3:09 left, and Navy down to 1 timeout.
That was the hammer starting to hit the nail. Not over, but boy, that one starts to make you feel good about it.
Mean Green send 2 wide to the right. Sibley remains the back. Hawkins at 187 yards, 32 carries. Long count. Clock rolling, 2:45 and counting. Handoff coming right. Kiefer breaks through the wall and will get 3 to the 35. And Brian Newberry will use his final timeout.
He's got that 2-minute timeout coming up in 41 seconds, so that'll be his official last chance to enjoy a stop clock.
So how do you celebrate Mean Green wins, Mayor Arnsmith?
Well, normally we don't have a celebration, but today we are going down for the 5th quarter to hang out and experience that. So it's
this will be your first 5th quarter?
First 5th quarter.
What is he in for, Hank?
I would say epic frivolity if this holds up. I mean, what an afternoon, glorious day, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't be as excited about Mean Green football now as you've ever been. And
right.
I'm not just meaning you, I'm meaning everyone listening right now. Got to hold on here, 2:41, but this sets up an opportunity to dream about something really big.
Yes, yeah, no doubt.
All the fans through all the years said, well, they got a great offense. Oh, wait till they get a good defense. Now you've got both. This game has been won on both sides of the ball.
Well, and the loss to Witter could have crippled this defense. So a lot of guys stepped up their game when Shane went out.
Caleb Hawkins is back in. First down. Navy 35-41 remaining, and the Midshipmen out of timeouts. Another give off right tackle. Big hole, 30, and just brought down at the 25. Barely. Or that looked like another sprint into the end zone. The touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, and he went down. Should take us to the 2-minute timeout.
It will. 2:19, 2:18, play clock 22, 21. Mean Green will just stand there at the 25 of Navy for 9 more seconds, and then the 2-minute timeout. And Navy out of timeouts. So we'll be back for the wrap-up.
2 minutes
Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from home, Ramey King Insurance is proud to support all Mean Green sports and the University of North Texas. From home, auto, flood insurance to coverage for your business, Ramey King has been serving Denton families and businesses for over 140 years. We're locals, we're loyal, and we're always on your team. Call us or visit RameyKing.com and go Mean Green.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
Final 2 minutes, Datku Stadium, which is now starting to empty out. Fans realize the Mean Green have this in the bag, leading Navy 31-17. Don't forget, after the game, stop by Eastside, show your ticket, receive drink specials. Eastside also an official watch party location for all Mean Green football road games. Let the good times roll. Eastside, a proud supporter of Mean Green Athletics. That next road game will be 2 weeks from today. Time yet to be determined at UAB. Next week, an off week. And the Mean Green about to head into that off week, 8-1 and 4-1 in the American. About to drop Navy to 7-1 and 5-1.
Hawkins just 3 yards shy of 200 on the day. Could have gotten it on that carry, but I think he was trying to get that clock to come down to the 2-minute timeout. Meanwhile, the other talented freshman, Drew Mestemaker, will be held, it would seem, without a touchdown for the first time.
And he won't care at all.
No.
He said last week, it's nice to have 608 yards if I win with 60 yards. That's the whole point. Well, he's got 234 today, 19 of 24. Hawkins on 33 carries, 197 and 4 touchdowns. This is, again, the most carries by any Mean Green running back since September of 2017. Jeff Wilson against Southern Miss on his way to the NFL.
Remember that game at Southern Miss? He had to run out of the end zone, a 2-yard run to prevent a safety, and then the Mean Green went on what amounted to a 99-yard scoring drive. Might have been the best run of his career for just 2 yards.
I've wiped my memory banks of all Hattiesburg appearances, but now you do jog my memory on that. So needing 3 yards to get to 200 at the moment. He is not out there, and the Mean Green are going to snap it in victory formation. So there's the snap to Mestemaker. There is the knee at the 28. Clock rolling. Nothing Navy can do about it. 150 and counting. The next snap doesn't have to happen until about minute 10 or so on the clock.
Well, you mentioned East Side. Looks like every shirtless guy in that end zone has been to East Side. Probably going back.
1:30 and counting, 15 on the play clock. It's going to be 2nd and 13 from the Navy 28. Play clock at 5, 4, 3, 2. Snap. Bestamaker takes a knee. 1:15 and counting. So do that twice more and it's all over.
Rarely do you want the military to lose, but today, victory formation against the Midshipmen, oh so sweet.
And this has got to be daunting now when they see their schedule really begin. They have played the easiest schedule in the country to date. 4 of their first 5 games at home, now 4 of 5, including today on the road against Notre Dame next. In South Bend, they still have Memphis. They host South Florida. Finish up December 13th in Baltimore against Army. Another snap. Bestamaker takes the knee. Final 30 seconds will elapse as Eric Morris heads across to shake Brian Newberry's hand. And the Mean Green beat Navy for the first time in this their 3rd meeting and go to 8-1, 4-1 in the jumbled mess atop the American Conference. In 13 more seconds, it'll officially be in the book, 31-17.
Massive day for Mean Green football. Began as a rainy, pouty-looking day, but it has turned into just glorious. A high sky and plenty of time to celebrate, Mean Green fans. Light that tower tonight. It's going to be bathed in green.
Navy down 21-3 late in the first half, made it a game. It was 24-17. Mean Green get 2 huge interceptions by Quentin Hammonds and take the win, 31-17, the final at Atco Stadium. Stay with us, the Adams Exterminating Postgame Show, next on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no